Okay. What's going on, early bird? So real quick, obviously, you know, this is tales from the sexual underworld. We're gonna throw the sexual in there now, since I like that so much. The sexual underworld. And I was just thinking we're gonna play this. This is some gems. You wanna introduce this video, you feel me, that we're gonna do for the intro, Red Pill, since you're on here. What should they be looking out
Yes,
for?
sir. Yes, sir. Basically about to give y'all a little snippet of a drop I did while in the Dominican Republic, man. Live from Rio San Juan. Beautiful spot, man. Beautiful, beautiful place I stayed at. Beautiful island, to be honest. But in the drop I talk about the second half of a list that I made of things you should quit moving forward in order to improve your life. So these are the last four of that list of things you should quit moving forward to improve your life, man.
Isn't that fucking important, guys? Oh, we gotta teach y'all. Y'all can't get. We just got in the car, so we ain't got to the underworld. We see it over there to the
Mm-hmm.
left, but we gotta take our journey over there first. Key principles and prerequisites that we listen to.
Mm. Mm.
I don't know if it's me, but you sound a little muzzled. I hear
Who me?
Red Pill clearly.
Okay.
Nah, Alfie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound clearer
Yeah,
now.
I hear you.
Okay. Can you hear it?
Nah, I can't hear the drop.
No?
Yeah, we good. Hey, yo, Professor, you can put your joint on mute.
All right.
Remember the red pill mindset is not believing in society's narrative and finding your own answers. Come take this ride with me. Welcome everyone to a special edition of the Red Pill Chauvinist Show. I'm your braggadocious, your very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Yeah, man. Back at it, we are reporting live from outside of the country. If you follow my travel vlog series, you'll know exactly where I'm at. You heard? So yeah, man, I'm just taking time out for my vacay. Drop this episode for y'all. You know, I usually say I ain't gonna make it long, but you know, I'm really gonna try to make this short. Listen, man, I got an amiga cooking for breakfast for me and the team right now. She should be done soon, so I'm gonna try to finish this video. You know what I'm saying? So that my eggs don't get cold. You know what I mean?
Stick it to him, alert. He stuck it to y'all right there. Y'all didn't even gotta pay attention to stuff like this. I'm telling you. Then that's how you learn game. Anyway.
Yeah, this episode is the second half to an episode I did while in Costa Rica. Episode entitled "Things You Should Quit Moving Forward."
What up,
These are
BD?
the last 4 things that you should quit.
These are things you need to quit, fellas.
So, without further ado, before I get to that, you see this nice, beautiful hole back here? Yeah, that was
Go on mute, man. I see you.
last night around 3 in the morning. Tequila and botanicals in the air. Yeah, enjoy the scenery as I speak. But anyway,
You know how to turn the camera off?
number 5. Quit being afraid to be different. You know what I'm realizing, man? In my episodes, I call myself the braggadocious yet very humble host, right? I feel like I'm not expressing my braggadocious side enough.
What that mean?
I'm too afraid. You're supposed to quit being afraid to be different.
I like that he got that shit at the bottom.
Fam, you see my hair, fam? Walk around with that shit cut in their hair, man. Huh? I ain't gonna go any further, but it's things that I do for myself to greet iterate to myself that I don't give a fuck what people think about me, man.
You shouldn't either.
I style myself the way I want to. I style myself because that's what I like. When I look in the mirror, I like what I see.
You should too.
I don't try to buy things or present myself in a way that makes others like me. You should like me for who I am and how I am. If not, there's an exit there. There's also an exit right there. Do you out doing it, man? Quit trying to be different for other people. Now, if you want to switch your style up because you want to switch it up, go ahead and do that. Don't do because chicks are saying you look good in braids. I think you look good in braids, and now you got braids. Okay. Quit trying to be different. Quit being afraid to be different, man.
Yo.
We hear you. We hear you.
Unique. That's what I strive to be, unique.
You just playing a little instrumental for these cats real
They
quick.
broke the mold after me. You guys should strive to do the same, man. I want to make my words ain't coming out correct. Like I said, I had a long night last night. Waiting on that, so.
Don't they bring you back sometimes? When you
Word.
Quit sacrificing your happiness for others.
y'all heard that?
Ooh.
Quit sacrificing your happiness for others.
Yo, I went to go to the trip to Vegas, but my mans couldn't do it, so I couldn't go. My cousin wanted me to come to the party, but I really don't, mess with her friends like that. But I'm gonna come anyway and just deal with what? Oh, you know what? I don't like eating at that restaurant, but Shorty like eating this. I'm going and taking this, spend $200 on her. What? So I spend $200 on the own place you don't even
Put my
like.
shit up.
What I do is wherever I'm going to
Look at
eat,
you like my shit tight, nigga. That's what you thinking now.
When I
Yeah,
used to
shit
date,
tight.
when I went on a date is where I wanted to go.
Saucy niggas know how it is. I know. You know.
Okay?
Okay.
I want to eat here. I'm eating here. Would you like to join me? Or you're joining me over here. We're going to go do this here. Now, do you like doing that? It's okay if we go over here and do this? Nah. I'm not sacrificing my happiness for no one because only I can create my happiness.
Press this fire sign if y'all ready for the dark side, man.
As far as my happiness, my baseline, I'm in charge of that. I'm in control of that. Sacrificing, if you don't quit sacrificing your happiness for others, what will you be left with? It won't be happiness. My motto, live life live. So how can you be happy if you're not living your life live? You're living for others. Can't be getting riled up in this country, man. Let me hear this. I can smell the onion sizzling now, man. She's almost done. Hold on.
You can smell the onions.
You saw what I did there, Alfie?
Happiness for others. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Simply put, quit thinking that you're not good enough.
These are important gems, guys. You don't have nothing to do with chasing pussy either.
Stop.
You didn't hear none of it. You didn't hear none of
thinking
it.
that you're not good enough. Set that bar.
The Morning Star.
You should be setting the bar. What's good enough for
You
you?
know what a Morning Star is?
Stop
Anything
going
you don't know what the name. So look around and see what you don't know what the name is.
If you have a soul, if you're a human being, it's instinctual.
They ready. I think they ready. Let's take our ride, man.
I know not to grab that.
Let's do it. They ready, man. They prime, man. Let's do it.
I don't need more. I mean, not to do that. Like, it's easy not to do that.
All right, man. Let's hop in the car then, y'all.
Oh, my
We're gonna take our ride over there.
Real show this fucking Professor Big Towel. Shit, there's some heavy hit motherfuckers in here right now. I'm fucking actually flattered that they invited me in. This is my first time ever being on one of the chats.
Hold on, Manimal. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna introduce you, but turn your mic up loud so when you start talking, they can hear you and you won't have to repeat yourself.
For sure. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna introduce you in like in like 1 minute.
For sure.
I'm not gonna just throw you on here. You feel me?
For sure.
You don't do it like that. Closer, closer. Oh, got some Hennessy. Cracking it, baby. You're fine. Uh-oh. It's getting a little dark over here, man.
Oh wow, that's that Tales from the Dark Side. That's my shit right there.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. You see, you didn't see what we did there? We took a drive first.
Oh.
Unseen by most. Just as real, but not as brightly lit. Welcome to the sexual underworld. I am Afi Kingdom. We have, obviously, Professor MGTOW and Red Pill Shahovnis as always. And we have a special guest, Manimal Planett. Now, we're going to get into some deep stuff, but I'm going to let you know I came across this cat on Instagram. And we chop game, and then we chop game some more, and then we chop game some more. And now he on tour. So that's where we at now. So I'll let him introduce himself and tell a little bit about his background and all of that type of shit. And then, you know, his content, what it's about and all of that. Go ahead, Manimal.
For sure, for sure. What's up, Red Pill? You know, Red Pill.
Peace, God.
Hey, yo, yeah, that is another person that we support each other on Instagram and stuff like that. And then Professor MGTOW is somebody I've been kind of listening to that I haven't met yet, but his stories are kind of similar, like the stuff he says with the underworld, with the parties and stuff. Because, Afi, as I told you before, I've done a lot of those parties, like, and I'm talking about like when you've done them, like you've seen. I wouldn't even know where to start. Like I said, it's like I was telling you before, you know, I know you get a lot of calls and a lot of people who want to talk to you about getting numbers and shit like that. Hell, I can't, I'm on another level with that that type of stuff. It's not like I can't even go back and tell a motherfucker how to navigate one woman. I navigate several different women every day that are in my life. You know what I'm saying? So to
Give
tell
him
a
an
person how to navigate
an
one
example of
person,
your
I
daily
mean, what
life.
the fuck? I can't do that.
Manimal, give him an example of your daily shit.
Well, for instance, I'm sitting with a submissive right now. She's with me now, and she, as I told you before, she has duties every day that she has to get done that are prerequisites. So that's a daily thing. I'll give you an example. Like she has to kneel, at least once a day, but I do it twice a day just in case I missed the first one or the second one. So she got to kneel. She has to advertise my business. She has to make my bed, water and feed my dog, and she has to know the task that I need her to do for the day. And that's just her. So that's like when it comes to the daily stuff. In fact, give my cup out the truck. So when it comes down to it, like I told you before, Afi, another thing about me is collars, like animal collars, is a prerequisite, bro. Like if I'm sitting around a broad that I deal with or something like that, I don't even I start getting like feeling weird, like when I don't see it and shit. And I gotta get up and bank out. I can't even be around, too long. So I don't know, like y'all, I don't know, y'all probably can't see her in the picture, but she has on a collar now, like an everyday use collar. So yeah, but that's how I get down. If you talk about every day, yeah. So yeah, that's just one of the things
We stun over here. Niggas talking phone numbers and we talking about it's a prerequisite for it's levels, man. Y'all niggas over
Exactly. Different levels to this shit, man.
Golly, man. Golly.
Yeah, I hear a lot of this stuff too about these guys that are having trouble with women. But the thing is that trouble with women, that's not trouble. That's something you decide. That's an elective. Like, see, as I say all the time, like I stand in front of her, I say this in front of anybody. My purpose is so strong that I just don't really give a fuck about people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it with me personally, I be throwing pussy away. I don't have time. I just because see, like I told you before, I'm an electrician, and then I run a appliance business, and I love what I do. I love what I do to the point where it's kind of like, you know, you chase something and it runs away. Well, hell, I'm not chasing it. It's just there. It's just like and it's always been like that, bro. Like I was telling you before, it's just always been like that. I don't know what it is. I just had that kind of like that nostalgia about me where I've never had a problem when it came to the women talking to me, being comfortable, saying what the fuck I want to say, and all that shit. Because I just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Like,
what you got to say about the looks matter, money status guys? What you got to say that type of
when you
shit?
say money status,
You know them guys look money status.
You
That's
need looks. You need money. You got to
See,
be 6 feet tall.
you know, the best way I can put it is this. Brother, what's his name? BOA had put it best when he said it like this. It's about self-confidence and not stuff confidence. See, the thing is this, is I ain't really never had too much of shit. Like I got shit, but it's not like on no level where I got enough money to be paying no broad. So it's like everything that I've ever done has been from my mind and from, you know, just creating and manifesting the things that I do. It's never been like I gotta show off and shit. Even now, I drive a pickup truck for my job, and I still don't have a problem with women wanting to flirt and shit like that. But that comes too because I'm a tradesman, you know. So a lot of times you get women attracted to a lot of tradesmen. They be in the house working, doing shit they husband don't do, and they see me in there, and you know, so you know, I got a totally different angle on the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, Afi, I just want to point out. He said it's all, everything he gets. You know what I mean? Everything that he acquires, it starts in his mind. Let's not forget that. That's one thing that we emphasize all the time in every panel we on. No matter what question we ask, we find some way to always come back to your mindset, man. Come on.
That's what it's all about. It's all about your mindset. There is nothing else, really. I mean, if you think about it, you
Exactly.
know, that determines everything.
Hey, yo, Freeport, you might have to put your windows up, man. I hear mad stuff in the background.
Go ahead, check in, Freeport.
Hey, I wanted to speak on something he said, man. I remember when I had a homegirl ask me what it means to be like, when would I feel like I've reached it? And I told her, you know, no matter what careers I have, no matter how much internal validation, there are certain things that I still feel like I have to learn for me to become a complete man. And he just sort of touched on a little bit of it. And I said, I need to be able to fix my cars. I need to be able to do plumbing and all these things. I know how to do plumbing. I know how to do AC, but I still can't fix my car from the top to the bottom. And a lot of times, that's my idea of a man. You know, you can have all the money in the world, but when you use your hands to make money, when you use your hands, whether you're an electrician or plumber, this sort of connects with the raw animalistic side of a female. So this is why, and I said a lot of guys, there can be a doctor making 6 figures, but they got to call another man to their home to fix the toilets, and your woman doesn't respect you because at the end of the day, she's going to look at her grandpa as the standard of a man who did all this. You know, my grandfather was a plumber, a police chief, a mechanic. He did all this shit. He did his own work. He never had to call another man for anything. And when we talk about that before, when we talk about what it means to be a man, is when you don't have to call on anybody. You can anything you need to put your mind to, you handle it yourself. So when he said he's in position because he's at their house doing the work, understand a lot of bitches don't respect guys like that. Who cares if you pay all the bills? If you got to call another man to fix something in your house, she's gonna look at you like a sucker.
Bro,
Whether you making, go ahead, brother.
oh no, I was just gonna say, and to elaborate a little on that, bro. If you see how inappropriate women act sometimes when I'm in their house, and let me tell you something, dude, it gets uncomfortable sometimes because they man will be there sometime, and then like I was telling Afi earlier, man, I done been in women's house when they man ain't home, bro. They want to touch on me. They can't control it. They can't stop it. It's like it's sort of like, man, it's hard to explain. I mean,
Animal instinct. Animal instinct.
dude, it's like, man. So just like he said, when you got to call another man to your house to do some shit, you should be able to do it. And let me tell you something, like he had touched on the cars and stuff, bro. I'm totally hands on. I'm a tool man, so that's all I do. I work for myself. I don't have anybody telling me when I can take a shit, when I can go to lunch, when I can do shit. So I don't have shit to do all day but create. That's why my confidence level is so high, because I create shit out of nothing. And a motherfucker can't tell me shit. I don't give a fuck about it.
That sound like God.
I mean, that shit don't mean shit to me. Nothing at all. So it's sort of like when people sense that in me, it's like they kind of gravitate, especially women. Like I said, I'll have women with me. I'll be in Home Depot handing out cards, and women, it's just so, sometimes it's so inappropriate that I can't even explain it. Like, and it's all the time.
Speaking of times, you know, I like the story times, man. So you debut, man. Get these cats ill story. It could be some swinger shit. It can be some individual shit. It could be some shit that stick out, man. Get these niggas a story time exclusive, man. A story that you maybe ain't told but nobody before.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Cause see, I've been in a lot of different situations, include setup situations and all. Cause you know I'm from LA, so I've been with broads on some salty shit. I've been through all kind of shit. You'd have to really give me a second to
whatever kind of lesson is important. Tell that story.
Okay, well, I start by saying this. Let's just start by saying this, because this is not really nothing major, but it's something. The one of the things that stuck out since we've been on here, and Professor MGTOW kind of understand this too. You know, when I've gone to those parties and done stuff like that, you know, it's tons of people, you know, the underworld shit. But the best thing I can say about in life and those things in general is don't go into it expecting you know what the fuck is about to happen. Like it's like I told you earlier with the whole the thing about you know, what not getting a better deal than you could have got normally when you walk into it. It's like you never really know what to expect. So as far as like, man, shit. I mean, like I said, I've fucked five. I've done all kind of shit. It's kind of hard to, and then I do shit on my normal basis, you know, in my normal life, because I mean, you see my channel, so I mean, I do a lot of the degrading stuff, you know, spitting in the face, but objects, shit like that. I do a lot of fucking, you know, a lot of stuff. It's like, hell, I wouldn't know where to start. Shit, you got to give me a second with that.
It's like an onion. He got to peel the onion back.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Like I said, there's a lot of different like I said, I'd have been the fucking part. Like I said, well, I mean, one story was,
what about your first party?
Crazy. Huh?
What about the first one?
The first one, what happened was my homeboy came through with this chick, and the chick knew about the parties. So we hopped in the car and we went over there. My homeboy's gonna pay and everything, and the chick was kind of running the party down. So, you know, in LA over here, they hold them at houses and shit like that, like a regular house, but it'll be tricked out. Like when you walk in, it'll have like a stripper pole or a room with racks and different things, like a dungeon and shit like that. So my first one I went to, you know, they serve food and they got strippers, and it's kind of like a low key, like a party, but it's just like you could, you know, back bitches and fuck. So, you know, people around getting high, doing different shit like that. So what happened with me was I'm sitting at the party, and I walked into one of the rooms, and I noticed this guy was fucking this girl on like a swing chair, right? And he's eating. Yeah. And so she starts sucking his dick. So I'm like, damn, that's cool as fuck. So I went back to the broad we brought there with us, and I brought her in the room with me. I said, hey, that's kind of cool, huh? She was like, yeah, kind of. I was like, well, fuck it. You know, you want to get it in? She was like, right now? I'm like, bitch, is there a better time and place? Whip the condom out, start fucking her right there. And let me tell you something. People started watching. Like I had like maybe about 7 motherfuckers coming in while I was watching low key and just watching me hit the pussy and shit. And another piece of advice: don't fuck on no swinging bed, because that shit is counterproductive to getting pussy. It may look cool, but a lot of that shit they set up for fucking, man, that shit is just to look cool. It ain't like you can really get in and get it in. So don't fuck on no swinging bed. Just a piece of advice. So anyway, I fucked her, whatever, got done. And this is the crazy part. My homeboy walked up behind me because he was ready to fuck, right? So he walked up, he tapping me on my shoulder, trying to get in. I said, okay, I'm gonna give you the condom. Once I pull out, it's you, right? Man, I pulled out of her, nigga. Why she get up and start putting her fucking clothes on, bro? That bitch was mine for the next like couple years after that. You see what I'm saying? Like, she didn't want to fuck with nobody else, and she was my woman for a while. And the same woman would bring her coworkers, her friends. I would fuck all her friends. She had a girlfriend. I fuck her. we go out, we go to fucking parties, and it was just a trip. And she would bring bitches, and I would just be shredding all kind of fucking different women, you know, women that worked at. I mean, I'm talking about women that had cool positions too, work for the city,
Yeah, lawyers,
you know,
judges,
DMV,
all
these
that.
places and shit. So
Yes, sir.
yeah. So that was my first one.
Hey, y'all. Again,
That was my first part.
let's not miss the part when he talks about the chicks are bringing chicks to him. Okay, that's why he can't.
Oh yeah.
That's why he can't understand when y'all talk about how you get a chick number. That's why he can't understand when y'all talk about should I call the bitch back next tomorrow? Should I text her twice in a row? That's that remedial stuff right here. You hear what this? Yo, my bad, man. You got me hyped, Manimal Planett.
No, you know what? The thing is the reason that I care, like I handle women the way I do, is because it's sort of like I think it's the way I come off in the fact that I'm kind of like, I almost want to say, because I've always been like this, but I'm a tradesman. So immediately women kind of like look to me for some type of direction. Like, for instance, I'll be in a person's house, like I told Afi earlier, and they'll be looking for, like, let's say it's aesthetic. They want like a certain raw light or something. Once I kick the code to them and I tell them what it really is, I'm the leader. I don't give a fuck if you're standing there with your woman. I'm telling you what to do. And see, that right there, it's almost like I have a level of authority. Let me give you another example. I was at this dude's house. He was a swole nigga too, like a nice sized nigga. You know what I'm saying? He had a cool looking little bitch. And the thing is that he said something to me, and I had an old corny ass comeback, like some stupid shit. And this bitch started laughing like I was goddamn Kevin Hart.
You know
and
what
I
that
knew
means?
that was highly inappropriate. Like you never want your bitch to laugh at a man's shit like that. Like it was just like, wow, like it's just shit like that, like just wildly inappropriate shit. Like just man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yo, bitches get to a point where they cannot control themselves, man. When they're around a real man, a masculine man, they can't control themselves. Like I told Afi before, and I said it on a couple other panels. I mean, I work in the healthcare field. Actually, more specifically, I work in the operating room. You know, so they got to tie my scrubs up and all that. And I had to complain to management HR because there were several bitches touching my ass when they were tying me up. So
right.
So I went to management. You know what I mean? When I told a couple of the managers, their first reaction is what? To laugh. Oh, what's the big deal?
Wow.
I'm like, yo, as soon as I flip the situation, like if that was a female coming with the same complaint, you wouldn't be reacting like that. As soon as I say that, switch their tone up. But I say all that to say, at my job, and I say it to the fellas at my job, it's too many of you motherfuckers smile at these bitches. Too many of you motherfuckers laughing with these bitches, man. Too many of you motherfuckers complimenting these bitches for no reason. Me, I'm the oddball. I'm the motherfucker that come into work and be like, all right, what's my assignment? Oh my God, he's so rude. He's this, he's that. But you don't know though, when these same bitches who say that in public, when we one-on-one in private, they're like, oh, so you have a girlfriend? How come you never know? Matter of fact, I said it before, I get anonymous texts, man, talking about I've been seeing you, but I'm too scared to approach you. I'm like, but I realize they so used to the blue pill bum motherfuckers. That's easy work. When they see the real man, they don't even know how to act, but they instant kicking like, I gotta do something. That's when they start doing some wild shit. That's why they start doing some shit where they may even get fired over that shit, man, because they can't control themselves.
Bro, let me tell you real quick. Let me just add this real quick. And that's another thing that I learned not to listen to listen to. See, my grandmother said something that was kind of profound to me. She said, don't listen to their mouth move, watch their feet move. And see, the thing is that I've been doing that a long time. I'll give you a perfect example. Me and one of my hillbilly partners, we was out fishing. And this white broad came up, started a conversation, was talking with us and shit. But she said she had a boyfriend. Now, at one point, we were getting ready to smash out. We was like, okay, so what, told the bitch, well, what you gonna do? And the bitch is like, well, I'm about to leave. I'm headed out. But the funny thing is the bitch never left. Like she kept saying, I'ma leave. And she just stood there like she could not break herself away. We out fishing and shit, just fishing. And this bitch cannot leave. Like she's stuck. Like I said, it's just like a kind of like a animalistic thing. Like she's saying one thing, but her feet was glued to the goddamn dock. The bitch could not leave. Like she just would not leave. She walked us all the way to the goddamn cars and shit. Like she still wouldn't leave. Like it's crazy as fuck, bro. Some white bitch.
Hey yo, that's a great point he made, man. Too many of you dudes is listening to what these chicks are saying, man. Y'all gotta go with the body language. For example, I remember this one chick came to the crib, man. Mind you, she's supposed to be a lesbian. I know about these lesbian chicks, man, fronting and shit. Anyway, lesbian chick come over. old high school friend, smashed in high school. Now I'm in like college at this point. So she come over, she talking about she lesbian, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't put nothing bigger than this in her mouth, you know, this, that, and that. I'm looking like, cause I'm hearing her saying this, but I'm like, yo, if that's the case, why the fuck are you here? It's like 11 o'clock at night on a Friday night. You know how I get down. I say, you know what? Let me test her bullshit. Cause we was in the basement at this point. I'm like, yo, my cable fucked up. Yo, we gotta go upstairs. Boom. Went upstairs to my room. She sit down. Long story short, she was talking like, yeah, you know, I just want to be friends. This, that, and that. I was like, yeah, whatever. As she's saying this, like, she had one of those spaghetti strap dresses, right? That tied up. So I took off I untied the joint, thinking that the whole dress was gonna fall off and her titties would just come out. So I untied the joint, and nothing happened. So you would think that she's talking about, I don't want to do nothing. We just want to be friends. Once I did that, and the shit didn't come out, she'd be like, oh, what are you doing? And tie it up. Nah, that's not what she did. Took the shit off. I mean, I pulled the shit didn't fall off. She just kind of just looked at me, just stayed there like, all right, nigga, you gonna take the shit off or not? Boom, took the shit off. You know what I'm saying? End the story. Another story I could tell you from high school, just to let y'all dudes know, do not listen to these broads, man. Long story short, I had a chick come over talking about she gonna do this to me, do that to me. Yo, I did something stupid, something so simple and stupid as asking her to take her jacket off. I mean, this happened in high school. I never beat because I was like, yo, she don't want to take her jacket off, then she ain't trying to fuck. So I'm not even wasting my time. I spoke to Shorty in college, like we reconvened or whatever. Long story short, I did end up beating in college. But I spoke to her about that. I was like, yo, you came through that day. You was fronting this, that, and third. But you were teased. She's like, no, I'm not. You never took my jacket off. I was like, yo, but I asked you to. She's like, yeah, but you never took my jacket off.
Ooh.
I said, oh shit. So I hope y'all could pick up a lesson from my experiences, man.
And you know what? One more thing while I'm thinking about it real quick. Just one more little story about just being in a woman's house that was kind of inappropriate.
Hey, Manimal Planett, they asking for your channel. Put your channel in the link. All y'all put your channels in the link. I mean,
I was in this woman's house, and actually she was a younger broad, but she was real fine looking bitch. And I don't never ever flirt. Like I want my money. I don't mix money. not in most cases, right? So this was one case where I was over there, and I'm actually putting this thing up for her son like a punching bag. She had a son that she wanted him to do a little punching bag. So I'm putting this shit together, and this bitch says, hey, you know, my baby daddy was good with his hands. That's why I let him run up in me raw. And keep in mind now, I got to keep my composure and shit. So I just laughed it on off like, yeah. And like I said, this is a cool little hot bitch. But at the same time, I don't never mix the shit. And I think that's a lot of why they always throw their chin out there real far from me too. Because I kind of play like, I'm like Bob the Builder on some shit. Like I'm just in there to do my job, play innocent shit, and get the fuck out of there. Now, what I'll do is when I get a chance, I'll tell y'all the second half of what happened with her. And because I ended up fucking her because I ended up having to burn the thing out anyway. One of my homeboys, I just tell you now, I brought a homeboy with me on the job and he flirted with her. And see, the thing is that after he had left, she took me to the side like, hey, you know, your boy, you in here with a single woman, your boy was inappropriate, blah, blah, blah. He don't know if I feel uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. She's like, so, you know, I don't want you to bring him back to my house. I figured right then and there that, well, this was burnt. So yeah, I went on and fucked the bitch, and it was it. But at the same time, that's one time I crossed it. But yeah, like she said that shit to me, and I was like, damn, like this bitch just said that, like damn, this bitch just said that, like
he basically said she wants you to run up in her raw.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing.
like,
Dudes gotta learn how to read between the lines. When you got red pill, dudes gotta learn how to read between the lines, man. Yeah, right. When you got red pill lenses, just the second you told me that, what I heard was, you can run up in me raw if you want.
Just like That's
what I heard. You know what I'm saying? You tell another dude that, he'd be like, no. What do you mean? She has a man. She would never do that. What do you mean? He's faithful. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Shit. You know what? I've had the opportunity to be that man that women will be like calling they dudes and shit while I'm there when I'm fucking. That's why I never had the perspective that women were like any type of fucking. Like I told Avi earlier, I was like 9 or 10 when I realized that bitches wasn't shit.
Wow.
I never really had like a super duper good, like me and my mom had like a rocky relationship. But aside from that, I told him, about the time that basically I realized that I what was going for an older girl, find out she had a dude, and that fucked my whole perception up right there. So since then, I've always been kind of like, to me, I'm looking for when the bottom's gonna fall out, because it's gonna fall out.
Hey, yo, Manimal Planett.
When.
Your Manimal Planett. You said 9, 10 years old. You got to get that story about how you figured out that females ain't shit by 9, 10 years old, man. Cause I got my own little story.
Well, the thing is that it wasn't necessarily that she wasn't shit. What happened was that, like I told Avi earlier, I was my stepfather used to ditch work. He worked for the city. He ditched work and he go to Watts and play dominoes and drink with his homeboys all day. So I'd be running around like, Grape Street, Carnota Street, all that all day as a little kid. So it was this chick that worked at one of the little local shops that I would go to and play the foosball, with the little soccer shit. So anyway, I looked at this chick and she was all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, so one day I picked up a little trinket for her, you know what I'm saying? And I brought it up there and she was with another motherfucker when I got there, like an older dude. She was an older girl, and that just like crushed my perception. Like, fucked me. I don't know why. It just did. Like, I was just like, man, like, it wasn't really, it's like, man. And one other thing that happened to me, I was in junior high and I was interested in this girl. And what happened was all year, I would do stuff too, like late at night. We would be on the phone and shit, and I would be talking dirty to her and stuff like that till she hung up and shit like that. This is junior high. So it came down to one of our classmates had a quinceañera or whatever for the people, and we all went to the party where I got her alone, and I fucking kissed her, bro. And after I did that, I don't know, it was like a magic spell. I just said, what the fuck is all this shit for? I mean, this shit ain't shit. Like, what the fuck? And I tell you, shit like that has shaped the way I looked at everything, bro. Straight up.
Hey, yo, can I tell you a short and dirty story? Because when you said you had a story 9, 10 years old when you first started realizing females ain't shit, the first thing I thought, the first thing that came to my head was when I was in 4th grade, man. This goes back to my first girlfriend, right? Half black, half Chinese chick.
Professor MGTOW, chime in after Red Pill. I want to hear what you got to say, King.
Yeah, so boom, 4th grade, right? Mind you, I had like, oh my God. See, even when I talk about my blue pill self in 4th grade, I still gotta fight my ego. Like my ego tell me, nah, don't say nothing, but nah, this is a learning experience. Man. This is therapy, man. So in 4th grade, when I was about 9 years old, I remember, see, that's my ego again. I remember laying up in bed thinking about this bitch, like, Lee Kong, this, Lee Kong, oh man, this, that, and third. So finally, oh my God, yeah, I wrote love. Hey, yo. Say what? Say that again?
Where you at again?
Oh, I didn't tell people. I'm in Bogota, Colombia right now, people. That's why I got the passport in front of me right now. So y'all know I'm out the country right now, man. Now, man, get your passport tatted up, man. Let me open this shit real quick. So I can see the stamps. So y'all can see the stamps. You know what I mean? Get your shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, back to my story. So 4th, 5th grade. Finally
here.
So pretty much, you know what I mean? I wrote love letters, poems to this chick and all that, man. This, that, and third. So she finally accepted me. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make you my boyfriend. So we was boyfriend, girlfriend for let's say 3 months, man. Like I'm doing everything I think a 5th grader should do, for a girl to like her, you know what I mean? Whatever that case may be. What switched up is she got with this. Mind you, I went to a mostly black school in middle school, in elementary school. There's only like one white dude. Okay. Long story short, she breaks up with me to get with the white dude. And the reason why she said she got with the white dude is because the white dude just found out in 5th grade that he had juvenile diabetes.
What?
I looked at her like, yo, hold on. So you tell me I wrote all those letters, all those poems that you showed your girlfriends and all that, and you telling me you dumping me to get with this dude because this nigga got a disease? Yo, something cracked in my head. I remember when that happened, I remember thinking back, like all those times I laid up in bed thinking about her. Right? I remember thinking about what's the right word to rhyme with this word right here.
Right.
And you gonna throw all that shit away because this nigga got diabetes? Nigga, I never been the same since, man. Matter of fact, that girlfriend, the next girlfriend I had after that was one in high school. The next one after that was one in college, man. And basically, I had one girlfriend once every 10 years, man. And I stopped after the last one, which was 10 years ago.
So no, you got a few years till you 40, then you gonna fall in love again. That's what's going on. Hey, shout out to Seth Jones for the super chat. He said, Professor made my day. I look at YouTube videos to learn how to fix my shit. That's what's up. LDA says, salute to my good brothers. Great show for sure. You know you can beam up too. Eden Perry, what's up, fam? Just Ice, what's good, man? What's going on, fam? Rick Lou says, does Manimal Planett have a channel? Put your channel and shit in the.
Yeah, I do have a channel, but you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of restructure it because I'm not doing a whole lot of talking about stuff. It's just like, you know, shit I've taped over time, and I got a couple things like I'm being fed lunch and shit like that. But nah, it ain't no.
Yeah, yo, no, your Manimal Planett. They need to see that. They need to see that. They need to see that Manimal Planett. Okay. They don't believe it. Everything you're talking about, they don't believe you. I'm just telling you right now. This is your first panel, you said, right? I'm telling you right now. Half the stuff you're saying, half the panel probably don't even believe you, man.
Like I said, y'all see like kind of a little bit of my Instagram. That's like I said, that's what I do every day, day in and day out, as far as like even the ritualistic shit. Now I put stuff up there that I want y'all to see. Don't get me wrong, I got stuff that I, you know, do that my own shit. But as far as that stuff, yeah, you know, I didn't stop to think about that, you know, because you got so many people that don't do that kind of stuff. I didn't stop to think about that. But no, I does that. It's not even like a big thing anymore. It's just something I
part of life.
I don't know. I want to awaken other brothers to realize the value in themselves, and more or less to not keep walking around like you deserve to give anybody your time. Because see, the thing is this, is that I worship myself. I don't know if you see my hashtags, I put lawn worship on there. I worship myself. I don't give a damn about nobody else that does that. I worship me. So it's like, I'm not going to accept nothing less from nobody, especially no woman that I'm dealing with. And once again, I'm telling you, I'm sitting with my submissive right now talking. She's sitting here right now. So it's not like I'm saying anything to y'all that I don't say to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? She's aware of pretty much everything. And like I said, it's not, I'm an open book when it comes to that, because I ain't got no reason to sit around and fuck around with nobody. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is. I don't have time to waste because I got so much other shit to be doing. The main P, I hear a lot of people talking about P. They got the P, they got the ism and all that. The main ism you need to have is your motherfucking purpose. And whatever that shit is, if you own it tough, you be walking in dominion to a point where the shit will just come to you, man.
Thank you. Law of attraction,
family. I ain't never had no real money. I ain't never had no real like big money, but everything I've ever wanted in my life, I've gotten it, and it's come to me the way I want it. Because I try to walk in what I call dominion, like where you supposed to be doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing, and a mountain can't stand in front of you. Shit, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Are y'all listening? Y'all hear Manimal Planett, man? This dude is heating up this whole show up, man. This is your first panel?
That's the way I live my life every day. Like I say, every day. I don't have, and another thing too, like I told Afi earlier, I'm gonna just let the cat out the bag. I'm not into really any organized like stuff. I don't subscribe to religion. I don't do sports. I don't watch TV. I don't do politics. I don't do any of that shit. I don't waste my brain time on worrying about how far a motherfucker threw a ball here and there. That ain't shit to me.
Thank you, man.
Now, when it comes to watching sports, I watch the little lingerie football league and shit like that. But I've never been into shit like that wastes my fucking time if it don't have no practical application to what the fuck I'm doing and shit. So I just let the cat out the bag right there. So if you notice, I don't chime in on a whole lot of the sports talks and shit like that, because that's not my shit. I save my brain energy. I don't concentrate on the Roman circus. My shit is concentrating on what the actual fucking truth is, and concentrating on my truth in my life and you know, my universe and my world and shit. So yeah, that's just a little caveat to me right there. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Manimal Planett. What they say, man? Give them bread in the circus, man. They be good.
I'm trying to tell you, that's it. They'll fucking, that's all they need.
But Pete, Manimal Planett, the people, half the people on the channel don't even on the chat don't even know what we just said. Well, as soon as you said it, I've heard that before. Like, yo, let me emphasize again, fellas. Listen to this. Anybody listen to it live or on the playback? Y'all gotta seek knowledge, man. There's too many fucking distractions out here. Like, I don't watch sports like that. You know, your Manimal Planett, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know why I watch sports I watch Sports Center. That's all niggas got to talk about at my job, man. Yo, you seen the game last night? Yo, hey, the doctors, hey, you seen the Giants? And I'm like, shit, I don't want shit to be awkward, man. Cause I rather sit there and be like, yo, I don't watch sports. They look at me like, what? So I was listening to BGS Ibmore today, man. He was talking about the theory behind, being a black pill. And one of the things he said about being a black pill is you got to learn how to use the blue pill system to go, to work, to work in this matrix. So that's one of the things I do in order to work in this matrix is watching fucking playoffs. Cause I know that's all motherfuckers got to talk about is the fucking playoffs, man.
Right.
And that's game he just gave out right there. That what he just said is very fucking important.
Indeed. But yeah, I personally wish I could find the enthusiasm to get into that kind of stuff. Usually when I have a conversation with somebody about some shit like that, I just nod my head and go on about it. But yeah, I just I'm a person for a lot of like formulas and shit like that. I'm working on stuff all the time, like stuff that I'm really concentrated in. I'm a builder, I'm a creator. Like I sit and create shit out of nothing. Even if it's something like, let's say I need a car part. If there's something I need to weld together or put together, I don't have to have a mechanic touch none of my shit because I'm out there constantly figuring out ways to make something or make it better. Do that. My brain power is spent on creating and making things better in my life. It ain't spent on what the next motherfucker's gonna do, or what they're doing over here and all that, because it's not profiting me in any way. Like I said, if I'm having a conversation with people about something and they happen to bring up source, I just tell them straight up, yeah, whatever, and going about my way. But see, I'm a solitary type of person too. As I told you, I work for myself. So I don't have if I get in a conversation with a motherfucker, if I want to cut it off, I just cut it off. It ain't like I have to be forced to sit and talk to these motherfuckers. And then two, like I said, I give off an aura when I talk to people that I more or less say what I gotta say. We get into what I'm talking about, then I going about my way, they going about that way. But no, I've never been a one for the whole organized. I feel like if everybody's going this way, then I should be going that way, because everybody's going that way. That's the wrong damn way.
Yo,
I've always felt like that. I call it the Kansas City Shuffle. I heard it in a movie one time, the Kansas City Shuffle. Everybody's going that way. You need to be going in that way.
Yo, I've been Manimal Planett. I've been saying that all week, and this is not a knock on anybody on the manosphere, but I was like, yo, if everybody's talking about Aisha Curry, I ain't going that way, man. Everybody's going right. I'm gonna go left.
Hold on. Hit me to that. What happened with that? Because I'm not 100%.
Long story short, Aisha Curry married to Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? He's former MVP of the NBA, first unanimous MVP of the NBA.
Right, Golden State.
Yes. His wife went on a show and basically said that
you got to background on the wife too, though, like the kind of bitch she is. That's have a major importance.
Okay. Well, maybe you could break that down. I don't know that bitch, man. I didn't even know she had a cooking show.
She just like the stereotypic perfect wife. You feel me? I think she's supposed to be a virgin. She's not one of these Instagram bitches. She like one of them wholesome type shits. Who guys?
So Pete,
yeah, it's not that kind like that.
So Manimal Planett, Pete. So she goes on this show and basically says, she feels insecure because she's not getting enough attention from other males. She feels like there's something wrong with her. She said this in public on a public, show. Mind you, Steph Curry had a game the next day. You know what I mean? And then you got all these chicks, man. I'm not even gonna talk about it, but just know you got all these chicks supporting what she said, man. Talk about, I don't know what it is, like all these guys, like I would like some male attention. What? You're married with 3 kids. What male attention do you need besides your husband?
Right.
Fuck out of here, man.
That's real uncouth. That's no etiquette right there, man.
That is embarrassing. The fact that she was comfortable saying that on that show publicly tells me a whole lot about how she sees her husband and her husband's role in the marriage.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Darian McCombs, Chronicles of AJ, Golden Child. Shout out to you, Johnny Scream, JP Motivate. What's up, fellas? I see Professor Midtown. Come on in.
Hey, yo, go ahead, Professor.
No, you go ahead, brother.
Now, last thing I was gonna say to Manimal Planett is, you see, I'm trying to find a way to get out of this system of working at 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like having to, for lack of a better term, play the game. Now, the reason I brought up watching sports in order to have conversations, because before that I wouldn't do that. They would actually I'd be like, nah, I don't watch that, and they look at me like, you know what I mean? And long story short, I've been calling to the the management office on several occasions because my coworkers are stating that I'm aggressive and intimidating.
Wow.
But yet they have no stories to substantiate it. Because when they told me that, I was like, so what example did they give you? well, Mr. Cherubin, 5 people came to us and said that to you, so it's got to be true. What? That's to a mob. That's a mob mentality right there. That's not logical. But yeah,
Well,
man.
you
So I
know
had to
what?
learn how to play the game. Go ahead.
You know what too? I was gonna say too. One thing you gotta do. I mean, just a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've been working to get myself all the way off the grid. I own an RV. I have several
Mm-hmm.
vehicles, but one of them is an RV, and it's took me through times that, like, you can literally, if you have an RV, bro, you can literally just say fuck the world, man. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like, you don't have to fucking. And I'm not saying have your spot or whatever, but have that too, for
Mm-hmm.
when you feel like just saying fuck everything, and you can be anywhere you want. So
Mm-hmm.
getting off the grid, man. I mean,
I never thought of that.
that's huh?
I said I never thought of that.
Yeah. It's like getting off the grid for me. See, and another thing too, I'm gonna let y'all in on. I do a lot of camping and fishing and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I go out. I'm in the desert and the mountains. I go out there and see. I'm one for not really being a part of like what's going on at all. I'm into my own shit all the way. So it's like getting off the grid is a part of the whole red pill philosophy. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
have to emancipate yourself
Yep.
as much as you possibly can. That's red pill. I mean, it's red pill to see it one way, but then once you see it, it's kind of like having knowledge and not using it. Knowledge and not using it ain't
Mm-hmm.
shit. I
It
mean, that's
ain't.
like
It
a
ain't nothing.
battery. A
Yep.
battery, you don't put the battery in the fucking thing to work. It's just potential energy. You
Mm.
got to use that shit. So once you take the red pill and you say, okay, shit is fucked up, you got to say, okay, now I got to subtract myself from it so I can conduct myself amongst these motherfuckers appropriately. Because like I told
Mm.
Afi earlier,
Mm.
he took the motherfucking red pill and that got him out of the matrix, but he had to go back in to
Mm.
change the shit that needs to be changed. So
Mm.
you still got to be able to view it from not having the amount of pressure from these motherfuckers to tell you, well, you have to do this, you have to do that. You just look at it differently. You know what I mean? You just do.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave the grid, bro, as far as you can get, like the further you get, the more you say, man, these motherfuckers, man, they've been on some like you can see it. It's like it's
Yep.
hard to explain to like other people, but
I
you
know
can
exactly
see
what you
the
mean.
shit.
Mm-hmm. I call it red pill lenses, man.
Exact. Yes. Yep.
You hear things and see things differently, man. Once you got them glasses on, like on some what's
Indeed.
his name,
Indeed.
Cyclops, like Cyclops in from the X-Men. When you throw the red joints on,
Right.
shit don't look the same no more, man.
Indeed. And it's kind of like in a way, if you think about it, it's kind of like a little bit. I mean, it's not depressing, but it's more or less like at one point you are looking at everything like it's steak and A1 and wine and all that shit. Then you
Mm-hmm.
realize it's fucking slop. But at
Mm.
the end of the day, you just have to realize what it is and you have to work with it because that's what it is. Regardless of
Yep.
what the fuck you want it to be, it is what it is and it's going to be what it's going to be. So I don't know. Like I said, with me personally, I've never been into like organized. I've never been into organized religion. I've never been into organized sports. I've never given a fuck about politics. Cause
Mm.
I don't give a fuck about vote for the motherfucker that's gonna try to. I mean, it's just gonna be another motherfucker. You know what I mean? And the
Exactly.
motherfucker don't want
Exactly.
shit good for us, no way. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I say, I just try to more or less emancipate myself from it to where I can pull myself all the way out this motherfucker and then do it from there. But yeah, man, like I said, I ain't never been into worrying about because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be worried about all this fuck shit over here while they over here fucking up. And the thing is I'm always looking the other way. That's why I'm always seeing how they fucking up. Everybody else looking at this other shit.
Looking at the distraction, looking at the circus and eating their food, eating their bread, I
Yeah,
should
like
say.
what the fuck? Like like
Yep.
like Bruce Lee said, man, if you keep staring at the finger, you will miss all that heavenly glory, man. Like you gotta look
Mm-hmm.
past. You gotta, man. You can't just be fucking all that surface shit, man. You gotta think past that, man. They trying. That's what they want us to see. They want us to see, be caught up in some bullshit that don't do nothing for your fucking life. I mean, I'm
Mm.
gonna just keep it real. Motherfuckers might not watch my channel after I say this kind of shit, but I'm
Let's go.
personally not concerned with a motherfucker running up and down the field and doing all that shit. I don't give a fuck
Yes.
unless I got
Yes.
some money on it. That's different.
Mm.
If I've made bets and shit like that where I'll bet or whatever, just some random shit, win a bet or whatever. But nah, man, I don't give a fuck about no fucking stats. I'm more worried about my goddamn stats. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. What are these sports players gonna do for you, man? Yo, Professor, check in, man. I know I cut you off before, man. My bad.
No, you good, man. It just like I said, man. You guys in the comments drop some questions, man, because we talking about the underworld, and I know 90% of you niggas don't know about it. So
Oh
for
yeah,
me
oh yeah.
personally, man, my whole life has been about wanting to learn. Like I've never done like I'll jump into all type of shit just to learn. Like I'll put myself in a situation that I won't just because I want to learn about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me how guys don't know about shit, but they sit here and be quiet and don't have questions when you with brothers who know the information, man. Ask questions and learn. You know what I'm saying? Just learn.
Professor, would you believe that they're scared to ask, fam? They embarrassed. They're gonna get played. They're gonna get, somebody gonna say something. You know what I mean? Basically, it's their ego that's stopping them from asking the question, man. Come on, man. Don't be afraid, fellas. Ask the question.
That's the problem. If you scared to ask a question in front of a couple of men, less than 100 men 39 men on here, plus 4 on the panel. If you scared to ask questions between 45 men, bro, what you gonna do when you come up to a bitch you want?
No, not just that, but I was just thinking that too. Not to cut you off, but dude, if they can't ask no fucking, like, just like you said, man, if y'all can't ask questions amongst motherfuckers that's gonna give you some advice, all these dudes want to try to run 2 or 3 women and be in 2 or 3 women at a time. These motherfuckers are scared to ask questions just about the women. So I know damn well you ain't in no women's faces and shit.
Hey,
You ain't talking to no women.
Let's set the tone for our Manimal Planett. So since it's always the 3 of us, and sometimes Modo, shout out to him, he got the link, so he might pop up on us. You never know around this bitch if you listening.
There's a phrase I say, man. Intelligence to me is not how you answer a question, but intelligent is how you question the answer, using what questions you use to question the answer. So intelligence is not giving the answer, but asking the question. And a lot of people don't seem to understand. And that's the problem, because they regurgitate. So if they say, okay, they said this on a political channel, I know this, I heard this information, I didn't question it, but I said it word for word, I'm intelligent. No, your ability to question the shit and question yourself. That's how you be. If you don't question yourself, you should have the mindset that I always want to prove my current mindset to be wrong. Whatever I think, I need to prove it wrong. If I believe red pill is the way, I need to prove it wrong with every fucking question, with every punch of every bit of research I do. And if I can't, then the shit must be right. But niggas don't want to question themselves. They don't want to question shit. Your job is not to be intelligent and get experience. It's not just to regurgitate, but to question everything. Don't ever be a nigga that think you learn something. Question yourself. Treat yourself like you can't trust yourself. Treat yourself like you can't trust the information you just got. Every day challenge the information in your mind.
Come on now, Professor.
You know what, Professor Big Town too? I was thinking too, a lot of these dudes ain't asking questions, see, because they don't really know what they want. Like, see, the thing is, you got to know what you want before you go into a situation to even know what question to ask. Like, they don't want shit. Like, you got to want something. You got to know, okay, I want X, Y, and Z, and really know what you want in order to ask the question. They don't know what the hell they want, so they don't know what to ask, and they don't know what the hell they want.
That's a fact, Manimal Planett.
Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Manimal Planett. Since you on here for the first time, get a good question for all 3 of us, man. Any fucking thing, man, and they'll get game from that. So we don't know what the fuck he about to ask us, and then you'll get to know about us even more. Because me, Professor McTow, and Red Pill, we talk telefucking time. So
okay.
Hey yo,
to know us too. You feel me?
While he's thinking about that question, what I was gonna say was when one of my people start dealing with a chick. You know what I mean? One of the questions I asked them is, all right, so what's your end goal? They be like, what? I'm like, yo, what's your goal? Like, what you trying to do with shorty? Oh, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean what I mean? Like, you're going in a direction right now. I'm just talking. I'm like, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time, because if you're not going in the direction, that means you're not leading her. If you're not leading her, that means she's leading you. Somebody has to play leader, man. Too many times dudes be talking. I be like, yo, fan, the way you talking, it sounds like she's in the driver's seat. I remember I asked this one dude. I said, yo. Because he had a girlfriend. I said, yo, who was the past of your relationship? You know what that man said? Excuse me. You know what that grown male said? It's 50-50.
Oh, wow.
I said, I said, you know my response to that was? I said 50-50. I said, name something else in this world that's completely 50-50. You said, damn, I can't name anything. I said, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I
You
mean?
know what?
They,
You know what's crazy, man? We talk about guys having a business mindset when it comes to working and being able to create your own opportunity. But there's three different levels of business mindset because there's even a business mindset as it pertains to picking a woman. So even if you own your own business and you work for yourself and you got all that shit, you got an ownership mindset with business, you can still have an employee mindset with a woman. Because when you're dealing with a woman, me personally, I hunt women. I hunt women. I scout women. If I'm a CEO, if I own a basketball team, I'm not just gonna pick up a nigga because I like the way he do a crossover. I'm looking for the pieces for my team. A general manager is always looking for who's gonna help his team win to the championship. Period. And it doesn't stop when a championship is won. He's looking to build a dynasty. He wants his team to be one of the greatest teams in NBA history. So the everyday goal is scouting people constantly, 24/7, scouting and recruiting the best people for your job. And that's the owner mindset. Because when it comes for dealing with women with me, I scout after women. And that's why I have a high success rate. Because I don't just go after a bitch who, oh, she looks good, this and that. I study women. I tell women, what do you see in yourself? And the things they telling themselves, they see in themselves, I see that, but I always see more than them. I see her more than she sees herself because I'm scouting her for a position for what I need. If I need to get a crib, and if I want to get a crib in Colombia by 35, I'm going to be scouting realtors. I'm going to be scouting women in Colombia who do construction work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my goal is at that time or the big pin, I'm scouting a woman to fit that role. Therefore, when I come to her, I'm able to, she sees me as with more respect because I'm not just coming to fuck. And a lot of times I won't fuck her because I look at, well, maybe fucking may give me the end goal I require for her, or maybe fucking won't do it. So sometimes the game is to not fuck a bitch, but you got to know what the goal is. If the goal is just to fuck, then you always gonna be worrying about fucking. But if the goal is to get something out of her, get her to help you achieve your goals, then the goal is not going to be fucking. And on the real, if you tell a woman what you're trying to do, and by the next hour or day, she hasn't come up with shit to help you achieve that, she's not the woman for you. If I tell a woman right now, yeah, I'm trying to write a book on MGTOW and this and that. The next day, she needs to have some sources, some publication companies, some things I can check out and all this shit without me saying it. She's doing that on her own. And you niggas are fucking up because you're looking for pussy. Man, I'm telling you niggas, bro, I'm gonna keep saying it again. If you can't go 6 months without ejaculation, you will never reach the level when you validate yourself internally. You can play yourself all you want, but when you can shut down and go without sex, that's when you get bitches to really go hard for you. That's the only bait they have, brother. That's all they have for bait is sex. And when they don't have that to use trap you, then they have to go and dig for everything else. They got to use everything else. And there's a lot, I know I talk about a lot of black women and they fuckery, but there are a lot of educated black women in powerful positions. And it's a shame that you niggas let these bitches get away with bullshit because all you want is a pussy. All these educated professional lawyers and doctors and this and that. Like I told you niggas before, with my Russian chick, nigga, I would have went to jail a few times. She was able to go sit down with the judge at his house and have dinner with him and get me taken off and get the charges dropped. See, but you niggas wouldn't have never got that because you looking for the pussy and you're not looking for people to build your fucking network.
The empire.
Hey,
exactly,
Professor Big Child too. You know, I was just touching on that a little bit earlier. Like right now, actually, like I said, I probably said it several times, and I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can turn the camera around. See, she's sitting here. She has her collar on now. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
The thing is that I personally see me. That's what it's always been about for me. Because once I realized, and I say this all the time, even with her sitting here, it's pussy. pussy ain't nothing but meat on the motherfucking bone. That ain't shit.
Man,
It's
did y'all
like
hear that?
I personally, like in my life, she knows she has different tasks that she has to get done in a day, or there are consequences to it. You see what I'm saying? So every day, it's an everyday fucking thing. It's not like, well, there's no woman that I would meet where I would just be like, yeah, well, let's just hang out and do some shit. Like, I don't do that. Like, it has to be some type of functionality to it. That's how I base my whole life. Like, even with the fact the way I live it, I'm a tool man. So my tools are what I use in order to make my money. So anything that I touch has to be like a tool or a chess piece. It has to be able to move the way I want it to move. And if it don't move the way I want it to move, I ain't got no use for it. I meet lots of women that look like waste of fucking time. I get women that'll flirt with me and do all kind of shit. But if it seems like it's a waste of time, dude, man, I ain't worried about no motherfucker, man, dude. I have pussy around me all day, every fucking day, 25 hours, 8 days a week. That shit ain't shit to me, man. So like I said, just like Big Tal said, dude, having people in different positions and not just that. That's another thing. I'm gonna touch on the underworld real quick.
Let's go.
There are people that I've met and that you meet at these parties that you see in other places that be in positions that you wouldn't even believe if I told you. But
Like I
like
said,
in the
lawyers, judges, all
hierarchy of
that.
that shit, like the people that do them parties and go to shit like that, you'd be blown away. You see all kind of people that go to that shit, and you'll see them in public, and y'all know who each other are, but you may not even walk up to them and say nothing. I didn't even see broads that I've been up there getting fucking dug out, tore out, and then I'll see her with her man, and she'll be walking with her dude, and the dude probably don't know what the fuck is going on, but this bitch has got her back beat off at this party. And you see a lot of, and you see, like I said, you see motherfuckers, there be motherfuckers there in all kind of positions. I told you, like my ex, the one I was with that will bring the women. I mean, you have women that worked at DMV, women that work for the city, that work all kind of places that, you know, that have different, that'll open different doors that you can't normally open, you know, but maybe by yourself. So yeah, that's definitely important to meet people because you never know where that connection is going to take you or where you can use it at. You know, it's like a get out of jail free card. You just never know, you know what I'm saying, when you know what I mean? When you linked up with this in particular person. And it, like I said, like he said, if it's all about fucking, you already lost. Because I mean, you wasting your time. And I mean, if you wasting your time, you wasting your money. You just wasted. You're not even sitting still, you're going backwards.
You know, he make a good point about the whole connection thing. Because when you go to these swinger parties, you'll find the higher the entrance fee, the higher the people. So you'll find senators, you'll find doctors, you'll find judges, you'll find lawyers, you'll find athletes. It's almost like that movie with Tom Cruise that when they're all, you know, what it's like some Illuminati shit. It's a secret society. When you're there, we're all there
eyes
for
wide
one
shut.
thing.
Eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide shut. Exactly. So these people are interconnected in different ways, but you're not going to know. It's like being a Mason. You don't go to if you don't go to the fucking the lodge, you don't know what's going on the inside. But when that motherfucker give you a handshake or a certain nod, and you just did a crime, and he's a judge, he said, okay, he at the lodge, all right. He do a little nod and let you know what it is, and say a key word, and now you get the case thrown out. But see, you gotta understand, man. Sexual energy is a new persona. It's a completely different person. You know what I'm saying? Because who you are and when you're in a natural, raw sexual thing, that's a whole different person than who you see a person in their life. And sex is the deepest aspect, one of the most natural aspects about people. Who they are in the sexual underworld is who they are, not who they are in the light, because they're not wearing a mask in the sexual underworld. So when you know someone from that level, you're going to really know who they are. And this is why I tell you guys that you have to get the woman to drop her mask, but you have to know what her traumas are, what her sexual desires are, what her dark side desires are. You should never care about the vanilla shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. You have to find out what a woman desires sexually. You have to find out the shit she's embarrassed. There are some secrets that they'll share with some friends, and there are some secrets that they're so ashamed of that they try to hide it from God if they could. And that's what you need to find out. That shit right there, the shit that because women lie to themselves. When they're ashamed of some shit, they will lie to themselves to the point that they actually can forget about it. They can deceive themselves. So you have to get her to brain that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, with the girl I know who she told me she masturbates thinking about having a threesome with her little daughter. You think she tells that to any other guys? Hell no. But she tells it to me because I get to the root of her fucking mind.
Hey, yo.
Snap, I see you in the chat, man. Come on and beam up. You must got a new channel because I modded you up before.
Hey, yo. Before we go further, man, another point I want to make about what we talking about.
You got your questions?
Oh, yeah. I got a question ready if y'all ready.
Let me just say this one thing real quick. Take me like 30 seconds. What we gotta tell the chat is like, what you gotta understand. A lot of these people in the chat can't believe or don't understand why there would be a senator there, why there would be a judge there, a female judge, female senator, female whatever. They look at it like, oh, they're professional. They're good. Now, what you got to understand is these women, these high power positions are the ones who want to get submitted the most. They in these power positions, and they don't even want to be in that power position, man. Like Afi knows about these teachers. I worked as a teacher for 1 year. I only worked as a teacher for 1 year.
Hella man. It'd be so easy, man. These niggas.
Nigga, what? I can't tell you how many chicks threw it at me, fam. And you know when they threw it at me more? When I told them that I was in a long-term relationship.
Right, definitely.
That's why you go out with wedding rings on.
Thank you.
What you're saying is everybody wants what they can't have. And if you're in a position where you're always working a stressful position, you're in charge all the time, you're the CEO, when sexually, you're more than likely, you're going to want to be dominated. If you're somebody who's always controlled, you're always dominated, you're at the bottom of your work ladder, the ladder rung, and you're always the one having to submit to the will of others at work, more than likely sexually you're going to want to be dominated. So game is about psychology, and this is why I tell you guys, I don't deal with game. I don't have game. I got zero game. I got psychology, man. I know psychology. So when you understand how the human mind works, then you're able to understand the game, or so-called game, what you call it. You can get into deeper aspects of people. And this is why I say you got to keep a lot of therapists around you. You got to have therapists around you because they understand shit. The reason why I fuck with a lot of therapist women is because they're realistic. They don't fall for the societal programming and believing how things should be. They're so past that they can't think that way. And they tell you shit and see shit that a lot of motherfuckers don't, man. So like I said, bro, you gotta, when a person is out in a high position, they're normally going to want to be dominated. And that's why a lot of women like to be dominated, because they run over simps. They're used to dealing with 95% simps that put them in a king position. So they want to be treated like they ain't shit. And I tell you guys before, the womb is the portal to the subconscious. All right. Her womb is the gateway to her subconscious. So if you want to get that woman to submit in a relationship, you have to get her to submit subconsciously first through her womb. And if you can't dominate her sexually, she's not going to respect you. When you can fuck a bitch, I told you niggas in a post, I perfected the abortion dick. I know how to send a bitch. I know how to send a bitch to the hospital with dick from angles. I know exactly how to send a bitch to the hospital.
Professor, pause. Professor, hold on. Let that shit breathe. Let that shit breathe, Professor. Hold on. Just like what Professor said. Yo, Afi. Just like what Professor said. Yo, Afi.
Go on.
Yo, Afi, just like what Professor said, he had a 6-minute orgasm, my nigga. We gotta let that shit breathe, my niggas. Let that shit breathe, man. I gotta let that shit breathe. Fuck that.
Wow.
My nigga said he got the abortion dick. I never heard that. I never heard that in my life.
Yo, sex is all in the angles, bro.
Hold on.
My nigga said the abortion dick. I'm still on the abortion dick, fam. Hold on.
No.
Abortion. My nigga said he sends bitches to the hospital because of dick.
Y'all niggas need to get active.
Matter of fact, my nigga.
This is a premiere for me. I don't even know this one. Y'all niggas, we gotta get. Where the fuck y'all from? Y'all better start saying some shit off of this game y'all about to get. this premier fucking elite, expert level fucking finesse boss psychology game, nigga.
You got it. Like I said, man, you have to know you have to know a woman's body, man. I remember there was a show we were listening to, and I stayed quiet because you guys were talking about how you don't eat pussy and shit. I just stayed quiet because I'm like, man, fuck that. I do anything with the bitch because her body is different. If I want to master this bitch, I'm gonna have to learn and master her body. I can't master her having the same blueprint. Everybody is different. But when it comes to women, you have to know her history. You have to know her diet. Does she have cysts? Does she have cysts in her? Because if she has cysts in her, ovarian cysts or cysts in her womb, and you know where most of her cysts lies, because where she's telling you they lie, then you put her in an angle that make you pop her fucking cysts. But you gotta know where her cysts are in her body. So you gotta know her body. So that bitch act wrong. So you niggas ain't even ready for this shit, man.
I'm not. Yo, Freeport, I be seeing the cyst. At my job, I see the cyst. I know what you're talking about. This nigga's talking about tapping the cyst. First he comes with a abortion dick. Now he's talking about tapping the cyst. Oh,
you gotta know her. Like you gotta know her body and the shit that hurts her too, man. I'm telling you, I've been with a bitch and gave her bitch 4 miscarriages, and I knew it on purpose, nigga. I put her on the chair, doggy style. I put it at a certain height. I put on a certain pair of shoes. Hold on, I put on a certain pair of shoes because it was going to give me the proper angle.
The Timbs, nigga. You put the Timbs on, nigga. That's how you did it.
They weren't Timbs, but they were like Timbs. They were work boot. They were my paramedic boot.
I know, nigga.
So I had to put her at a certain angle and put on certain shoes because I know at this angle I'm gonna cause a miscarriage on this bitch. You niggas gotta understand. You gotta understand the woman, man. Sex is in angles, but good and bad. And it's not just about giving a bitch abortion. You have to know how to fuck a bitch up and make her shut the fuck up too. So you can make love to the bitch and give a good dick as well. But if the bitch act wrong, you got to know how to punish her with dick too, and not just fuck her brains out.
That's what I'm talking about.
That bitch crying. You put that
punish
bitch in the
with dick. Punish her with dick, my nigga. There we go. There we go. I think you was the one that said that you take some of your like if you had a bad day, whatever, you take some of your frustrations out. You know what I'm saying? While you smashing the shorty, was that you, Professor, or was that somebody else?
Well, shit, it could have been me. It sound like something I'd say, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm a say Lawrence. I'm gonna answer my Lawrence T. Adams right now. You guys don't understand the level of game you're getting right now. Shout out to Lawrence. I need him to come on here and say, you know how he get down.
Sex is in the angles, man, and you know one thing, man. And I've been talking about this, but we ain't get into it yet, and it's probably ain't gonna be the show. But drug sex. See, it's one thing to fuck your woman on normal conditions, but when you fuck with a bitch and she's on different drugs, you get to really, really, really learn that woman because when
he ain't lying.
Yeah, because let's say you know I done fucked a bitch on Molly, ecstasy, Xan, weed, cocaine, all these different things.
Let go.
Yeah, the cocaine too.
Cocaine off the dick. There we go. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir. I call it flour the chicken. You gotta flour the chicken. When you make that fried chicken, man. Throw that meat in the pot on.
I'm novice. I never had cocaine on the dick, man.
Yo,
I gotta admit.
Fire. This nigga's Dawson. My nigga is Mr. Freeport. He's Professor McTabb. Now he's Dawson, my nigga. That's your other nigga. He's Dr. Underworld. Now he's Dawson. Straight fire. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Dawson.
Yeah, I fucked my unicorn, man. There was a song it's called "I'm on One," with Rick Ross and Drake and all them. And he says, have you ever made love to the woman of your dreams in the room counting money out in London and she screamed? And that line there, it resonates because I lived that shit. I was with my dark side in London. I came down there and I saw her in London and we had the lick, we had the weed, we had the cocaine, and we had a fucking, I mean, just
A ball.
the greatest night of sex ever, bro. And I had that song on, and so that song resonates with me. But I say that to say, man, when you fuck a bitch on drugs, drug sex is a whole different thing. And the thing about it is, remember we talk about drugs opens up portals. So when you open up the portal with drugs and you insert yourself into her portal, see. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, man.
No. Keep going. Keep hitting them. Keep hitting them. Let's go.
No.
Yo, you heating it up.
That's real shit.
You heating it up. Let's go. Now you heating up. It's on fire right now, man.
Hey, bro.
Call the fire department.
What he's saying right now?
Shout out to Harold Jackson for the super chat. He said good stuff. No, this is not good stuff. This is
excellent. Mastery.
Excellent. You gotta.
Hey, you getting these bras mind right, bro? You be they god, dude. I'm telling you, these women, and just for my lifestyle, bro. They get down on the ground and kiss my fucking feet, bro.
Hey, your Manimal, can you say that again?
In position one, she gonna kneel down and she's gonna get in position one. If I tell her whatever, bro, you get in there right, and like, bro, you are a god, like a god to their ass. And I don't give a fuck if she's pretending. You gonna pretend while you around me, and then you get around other motherfuckers, you gonna do whatever you gonna do. But when you around me, you gonna bow right down to the motherfucking floor and do what the fuck I tell you to do, or you are not gonna be around here. And like I said, that's the way I conduct my shit. You know, Lawrence said something one time that kind of caught me off guard, and I wish I could get with that brother, because he was like, on his birthday, you know, he expects head. Well, I'm at the stage where shit, head, nigga, dude, I gotta have at least a tandem blowjob. I'm not head.
My man said tandem. Let's go.
That ain't shit. Like,
let's go.
I gotta have it. You and I'm not lying, because I videoed it. Like, I have take video of it. So it's like, bro, it's not no like I said, they expect, like, with these bras, bro, it's like you want to baby them and be too soft with them. Like, I'm gonna hurt the bitch's feelings if I tell her I want to fuck you and your friend. Dude, saying that to the bitch, she don't have dudes that just normally come up and say the type of shit that I say to a bitch. Because I'm not afraid of saying that you got shit on your face, you got a booger in your nose, bitch, your shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
I tell them flat out, and I don't give a fuck. And if you don't
let's
like
go.
it, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, your Manimal Planett.
I gotta do.
Hey, your Manimal Planett.
Hey, if y'all want a question, y'all got a super chat a question. Unless y'all moderate. If y'all moderator, then obviously y'all moderate for reasons.
Yeah. I tell a woman flat out, any woman that's in my world right now, or period. Like, I'm not the type of motherfucker that's gonna fluff you up. I don't give no compliments, no shit like that. If I give a bitch a compliment,
it's genuine.
Best believe she brought down the mood. Cause I don't do that. I don't do no time. I don't say sorry for shit. If I step on a bitch foot, so what? I mean,
who's in the way?
It is.
Get out the way next time.
An impolite motherfucker, but it's just like, I notice any type of weakness or any type of like politeness or any type of like, it always goes the wrong way. Like, always. Like, that's why I have complete and total control when they're around me. Because in fact, I'll put it to you like this. I got it on tape. I take a session with me fucking my slave and my submissive, right? Those bitches don't even speak to each other. When we're together,
we need to, Manimal. You gotta let shit breathe. You gotta let shit breathe, Manimal. You talking amongst players, but there's people in the chat listening. Me, amongst the chat, you know what I'm saying? You can just keep it moving. Niggas in the chat need to let that shit breathe, family. What'd you say? The bitches, the two bitches you fucking don't even. Go ahead. What'd you say? My bad.
No, they don't communicate. They don't even have each other's information. They don't communicate at all when we're in set or nothing. Like, they just sit and they do what the fuck. See, me, it's like me having toy dolls and I'm just posing them and dressing them and doing what the fuck I want to with them. And then I send them right back to where they got to go or do what they got to do. See, so for me, it's like I said, I don't, I treat them just like, and the cold part about it is this. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that disrespect behind closed doors is not the same as disrespect in public. See, you can dedicate that the woman don't want you to disrespect her in public, but behind closed doors, that bitch is a toilet, bro.
Pause. No, hold on. Manimal Planett, pause. Because the reason I say pause is because, man, this is the first time I'm saying on the panel and on YouTube. I said in the chat before, I look at females as sexual toilets. Okay? Y'all guys are making love to these bitches, waiting for her to call you back. You waiting for a toilet to call you back, fam?
Dude.
Ew.
That's real shit. That's real shit. And the cold part about it is that's the way they want to be treated. It's not like these niggas is afraid of actually hurting the bitch's feelings or actually hurting the bitch. Like when I'm fucking, I slap a bitch. I'll call her any fucking day. I spit in her face, nigga. I do whatever the fuck I feel like doing. I wish that bitch would get the fuck up. Have they ever gotten up? Hell no.
Never. They want more. What's their favorite word? like Black Ram said. What's the bitch's favorite word? More.
Exactly. Yep.
You know the first he say because I fuck with a lot of shit he's talking about sexually, depending on the woman, because there's some women that I can't even spank their ass. Like my Russian, I can't even slap her ass. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't that type of chick. Well, there's others that I degrade on such a strong level. But even from a non-sexually standpoint, man, I remember the first time I slapped a chick, my fucking dick got hard. And we weren't even talking about sexually. She was snapping, and I slapped the shit out of her. And my dick got hard, and she went to fucking sucking it. So that's when I learned the power. I always thought you don't slap a woman if they don't hit you, you don't hit their back. I learned my lesson on that one. I learned because a lot of bitches know when they're out of pocket, and they don't think you can, but when you do, they will respect you more. And not just to be slapping on a bitch for whatever, but when she's out of pocket, she's really out of pocket. Like I'm with a bitch I was fucking with for about 5 years. I only had to slap her once. You know what I'm saying? But once I did, it's not like the relationship got worse. Shit got smoother.
Yo, see the thing is these dudes are scared to smack a bitch, choke a bitch, spit in her face, urinate on her, shit on her. Why? Because they scared of losing the pussy. You fucking serious?
Right.
King Solomon asked me in the chat, man, like how deep do I go in the underworld when I go out the country? I don't treat these bitches no different. I mean, King Solomon know about the chat that the personal chat, so I see it on the video on this panel. Last time I came to Medellin, long story short, I ain't gonna put it on here, but I read in our chat something that Moto Power said that he did to a chick. Now, matter of fact, he showing us the text of what he did to a chick. So I was like, Long story short, I had a shorty come over. I'm not gonna get to what Moto did. I ain't gonna blow him up. I'm gonna tell you something else I did. Shorty was on yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? But I'm gonna get to it. So Shorty's on top of me, and this is what I do. Just to answer the question, man. What I learned about foreign bitches and just bitches in general, they like to be dominated. We already know that. So just to give you an example. So Shorty's riding me. I'm on the couch. Boom, boom. She riding. I put one hand on her neck. You know what I mean? I put that one hand on her neck. I put that one hand. She smirked. That's the sign I'm looking for. Oh yes, okay. She smirked. All right, we doing this. Boom. Then I put the other hand on. When I put the other hand on, she looked at me like nigga, that's all you got? I said, oh
wow.
I said, I'm gonna kill this bitch. And as I said in the chat, I put the pressure on. When I put the pressure on, all I heard was I said, I'm really about to kill this bitch. About 15 seconds later, cream of wheat.
Coming like a goddamn turkey.
Hey, no, you gotta understand, bro. You gotta understand, man. When it comes to, I ain't really done the South America thing. I fuck with a lot of South American women, but I haven't traveled there. But I've been to Europe like damn near like 20 times, bro. Cause that's been my shit, the Europe place. And you gotta understand, when non-black women look at us, they are looking at a black man thinking he's an animal, he's a brute, he's a gorilla, he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they think about when they see your ass.
How was Germany?
Man, Germany, I tell guys right now, if you want white girls that love black men, them white girls fuck with black men, and they're freaky as fuck over there too. They are freaky as fuck, and they love black men. They're like, Germany's a shit. You know what I'm saying? The only place I like more than Germany is UK, and for women is UK. You know what I'm saying? Because UK, you know how they say America is a melting pot? Well, there's this Ethiopian dish. If you guys are familiar with the dish, put in the comment. But it's an Ethiopian dish where they take out a big, like a pita bread, and they put like 12 different things on top of it. So you have these 12 different type of dishes wrapped on the bread. You know what I'm saying? So that's what UK is like. They're not mixed together, but there's different cultures and they're all in the same area, but they keep their culture. So you can go to UK and experience multiple cultures as if they were still in their other land, where America's not like that. But to me, Europe is the shit, man, because every place is different.
They got different. I heard they got white chicks with fat asses. True. And
hell yeah.
Like no, I'm asking, like, is niggas gassing? Because you fuck with hoes, so I gotta hear from you.
Nah, man, it ain't no gap, man. You got everything. You got some places you ain't gonna find fat asses. Like Poland, you might not find a bunch of fat asses. But if you go Germany, if you go where there's military bases, that's where you're gonna find a bad white girl, because there's been interracial breeding and all that type of shit going on for many years because there's bases there. So there's a lot of black men in Germany. So they already got the women conditioned. But I like the places where a lot of blacks don't go because you're more exotic. See, Germany is nothing to see a black man. But when you go to Switzerland, that's a whole nother thing.
Big booty white bitches, though. You know, shit.
Oh, and yeah, they all over the place, man. Me personally, another thing, I never fuck with a white girl that's fucked with other black guys. I gotta be the first. I'm be real. Like that's you. Some niggas cool with that. She a bad white bitch, but nah. But I'm about power. I want to be Jack Dawson. I keep saying this shit. I want to be her Jack Dawson.
Explain that. Tell the listeners who Jack Dawson is.
Jack Dawson. Jack Dawson, man, is Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic, man. And niggas say he's a simp, but you niggas out of your fucking mind. That nigga's alpha as it gets. He left his job, say, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to go create something new. I don't know what's ahead of me, but I'm going to get on this cruise and I'm going to take my ass where this cruise is going and start a new life. The nigga did this, quit his job, didn't even have a way. He hustled some niggas out of some tickets and he was preparing to go start a new life, create his own destiny, man. He didn't even know what was coming. But let's not forget, he was only on the cruise for 2 nights. And in 2 nights, he imprinted that woman so strong that 80 years later, she was thinking about him. Now, you got to understand this. You got to understand. You think that was the last nigga she fucked with? That rich nigga? No.
Right.
She was in her 20s, nigga. She had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 women. Dog, she went through the feminism stage. So she was in a hippie stage. She was in a feminist stage. She was in the 70s, the 80s. So she experienced a bunch of different men. But after 2 days, after 80 years, she remembered, she shed tears for the nigga she only knew for 2 days. Wow. That's what you want to be. You want to be Jack Dawson. Fuck all that other shit. The meaning, you don't need a lot of time.
That's a fire-ass movie?
Huh?
That's a fire-ass movie? Because I never watched it in full. I just didn't watch little parts of it and shit.
Yeah,
well, it'll be fire when you watch it with red pill lenses. When I first saw it, it wasn't that. It was like a regular love movie. But I'm gonna watch that shit tonight, man, because I'm thinking about it.
You talking about Titanic?
Yeah, nigga, that nigga Leonardo was the shit.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I always watch the second half when the ship starts sinking.
Exactly. That's when it pop off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, that's real shit though. He ended up like, she was really into that dude. And that one nigga, like I keep telling y'all too, like I ain't never had no whole lot of money, but I have women who like right now, like that are with motherfuckers, and I know that I could go fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done stuff to them that I know that motherfucker ain't doing, and they you know, I get calls and they send me pictures all the time and shit like that when he be at work and all this other shit. But he's right. You do have to be that nigga. Fuck being a nigga that's about to try to save that bitch. I mean, that nigga had money. And she still wanted to be with the motherfucker who didn't have
there you go.
Damn thing.
There you go. So that tells you it's not about the money.
Man. He was on this. I'm putting the video in the link right now, so you can check out. I did a video called the Jack Dawson Alpha Mindset Mentality. I just posted it right now, so you can check that shit up. Sure. But you gotta understand, man. He was with the bitch for 2 days. Huh?
No, LDA Lawrence. He had popped off. Now he just popped back on.
Go ahead.
You got 2 days. He been with her for 2 days, bro, and he made a lasting impact. So a lot of you guys, your mind, you want to keep a woman. Your goal should not be to keep her. Like, oh, I want to make her my wife because you want to possess the woman forever. No,
Right.
the goal is to get the most out of that woman, to tie yourself and be her God and her savior and her Jack Dawson, even if you know her for a month. I
That's
know
real
some women
fucking shit.
when I travel somewhere, know them for only one day. And in that one day, we had a blast that she will be talking to her great grandkids about.
Hey, yo, you just reminded me, Professor. Yo, I met this chick. Yo, I told Afi this before, man. And I think I said it in the panel before also. My one and only time that I went to Vegas, man. Went to a Tao pool party. Long story short, I got kicked out the pool for lewd acts. Okay? The chick I was doing these lewd acts with, we only knew each other, were around each other for only less than 30 minutes. That was 4 to 5 years ago. Today she's promoting my page on IG.
Oh wow!
I've never
Jack
seen.
Dolphin.
We have never been in the same. Put it like this: that's the only time I've seen and met her in person in life. 30 minutes of my life. I got kicked out for lewd acts doing on her. Well, yo, my nigga, long story short, it's like she was sexing me. The fucking lifeguard blew his whistle the second time. I put my hands up like, yo, I ain't doing nothing. Shorty had her legs wrapped around me, just grinding on me. I'm like, yo, it ain't me, it's her. Third time around, I flipped her over. First of all, let's talk about being your own dude, man. I'm at a fucking pool party with nobody in the pool. So here I go. Cannonball. Bloop. Niggas looking at me like, who the fuck is this dude? But chicks is looking like, yo, this dude is like a pioneer, a leader. Like, everybody's scared to go in the pool. Guess what happened after that? Motherfuckers want to go in the pool. That's when Shorty came to me and like, Long story short, man. Been around Shorty less than 30 minutes, and 4 or 5 years later, she still promotes my shit on IG, man.
Hey, Lawrence, check in.
Hold on, my bad. She's married. Go ahead.
Lawrence, check in, brother.
Greetings to the panel. I heard some of it earlier. Animal. I didn't get the name of your channel. I looked at your stuff on IG. Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God.
I listened to some of the things that you were saying on the. I listened a little bit earlier, but I had a consultation I had to do, so I jumped away. Amazing. A lot of guys don't realize how powerful it is. How there's another side to this. They're using the vanilla way and never realize that there's another way.
Right.
Come on, there, Alfie. I just rhymed right there.
Turn your mic up. Turn your mic up.
I'm in the car.
Oh, there you go.
Let me see if I can do this better.
Better right there.
Let me talk into the phone. But it's another way, and it's amazing how many women who secretly, I keep saying this, I even said it to my sister today about Aisha, whatever that crap. Anyway, that they secretly want to be dominated. And what happens is, when they find a man who does it, if it feels a part of them that has been a void all their life.
For sure.
And what happens is, a lot of men are afraid of it because it's Me Too movement or whatever the case may be. But the reason why they fear, because they have not even touched the core of their own masculinity.
Right.
But I'm just talking right now, driving, going to pick up my little son. So I'm listening.
There's a phrase I tell my friends all the time. This world rewards the sociopath.
Oh.
And you have to understand that the sociopath is the alpha of this society, at least from a societal standpoint. He gets rewarded. The sociopath is void of emotion. So he goes shit off his instincts based off what he wants. He's his own God. He doesn't take into account what hurts other people, what feels good to other people, what feels bad. He just says, I want that. I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck if it hurts you or not. This society rewards sociopaths. Women love sociopaths. And if I
Yes.
ask my friend once, I say, how can I learn? How can I mimic some traits of a sociopath? How can I practice this? See, when I talk about wanting to learn, I actually told my friend, my therapist friend, how can I be a sociopath or practice being a sociopath? Because I understand the world rewards them. But niggas, oh, that's crazy. That's great, man. Fuck that. I'm always learning. I'm always
My
learning,
man
man.
said, "How can I be a sociopath?" Who's asking
Nigga,
those questions?
I just watched
Well,
the Ted Bundy documentary all in one night, man. I be fucking with that shit. You gotta watch
Hella,
like Jim Jones, like you gotta watch that shit.
yeah,
You ain't
hella bitches throwing pussy at them, right?
see how they do.
oh yeah.
Charles
Yeah,
Manson, I studied that nigga. I know all that shit, man. Y'all
well,
sleeping.
another one I used to study was fucking Hitler, man. I used to study the shit out of Hitler. They say,
No,
oh,
yeah,
Word.
no, yeah,
he's a
yeah. He
bad
wasn't
guy.
that
He's
dope.
this and that. Man, that motherfucker was one of the coldest red pillar communicator.
Yes.
Nigga, you know how powerful communicator you have to be able to sway a country the way he did. They follow his purpose. He said, this is my purpose, and made billions of people in the country, well, millions of people follow it, hundreds of millions. And people, oh, Hitler bad, this and this and that. You got to study people and look at what you can take from them. Even the scripture says, be as wise as a serpent, nigga. So you need to be looking at Satan and trying to figure out what you can learn from him.
Bro, in fact,
Nigga
I'm
ain't
gonna
really
touch on that
Wow.
just a little bit. You know what? Not just that. Hitler had a full race of motherfuckers feeling like they was the master race. He didn't even look like them. Now that's mind power. He
Oh,
didn't even
yeah,
look like them yet. He was controlling them, telling them they were the shit, and he didn't even look like them.
exactly. Hitler is one of the greatest speakers ever, but if you say that shit on television,
No,
nigga,
you're
you
done.
are finished.
You're done.
Yeah.
Cause you know who run all this, right? You already know who run all this.
Yeah, the Jews. The
Mm-hmm.
same Jews that funded Hitler.
There we go. There we go.
Wow, that was very profound. That was a profound statement. And I've always thought about that. Like I
Said that
said, that was
it's a
something.
key scripture. I think I talked about it before. Can you?
Manimal Planett. I want to know what questions you got can have for all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Well, no.
Anything.
Well, the only question I really had was, y'all kind of see like the people that have one of my
No, it
ideas.
could be individual ones, one for each person.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just start with this since everybody's here. This is a question that anybody can answer because the 5 different questions I'll eventually have that. But right now, what I'm thinking is do you guys how is your rotation? And one by one, like, do you have bras that are females that you have that normally stay around that you stick in, or do you just constantly change them? Is there anybody permanent? Or are you just like a monk? Or how do you guys do your daily interactions with women, or the women that how does your life roll when it comes to
Hey yo, let me
women that are in your life or meeting women and stuff like that? How do you roll?
Let me spark that question off, man, because I'm probably gonna be the only one to answer it like this. Let's be very clear. When I'm in New York, especially in New York, I'm a red pill monk. I don't fuck with these New York bitches, man. Niggas be telling me like, oh, you gotta deal with her attitude. It's okay, man. You gotta be man enough. You gotta be able to deal with nigga. What? So when I'm in New York, I focus on me, my goals, and my purposes, man. Trying to find ways to fucking live out the country. Now, if a bitch want to throw pussy at me, then I gauge it to see if it's a waste of time and what I want to do with it. But for the most part, I don't chase pussy in New York.
Right.
When I step out of New York, I does numbers, man. Now that I think about it, my entire roster is outside of New York. Actually, majority of it is outside the country, but yeah, outside of New York for sure. I love foreign bitches, man. So that's my answer, man. The way I live and the way I see women, I already told you I see women as sexual toilets. I already see women like another dude said on another panel. He said, females are on the same level as the devil. And I said on another panel how there's the law of attraction, but there's also the law of opposites. So if we walking around saying that we gods on earth and we men, what are females? Huh?
Right.
Huh?
Wow.
So I say that to say in my regular daily life, the way I live, I can't have bitches just there. The bitches let me say this, the bitches that I do have in my life in New York, they all have a purpose. Like I said, one is managing my business right now. Like I'm not a business guy, I'm real spiritual, so I have her around for the business, and I don't fuck her.
Right.
She wants to fuck me so bad, I will not fuck her. Cause as soon as she does, the situation changes. So that's how I'm gonna keep her at fucking arm's length, man. But I already took it too much of the time. I'm gonna let the rest of y'all answer the question.
All right, who's next?
Well, I guess I'll get it, man. And one thing I want to say about what he just said is that real motherfuckers friend zone bitches, man. That's what a lot of you niggas ain't friends. I just peep that because I be friend zoning the fuck out of females, man. And I friend zone for a reason though. But just to get into your question, man, me personally, I'm always scouting powerful women, man. I am attracted to powerful women. You know what I'm saying? If I could get Oprah, if I can get Hillary Clinton, if I could
Say
get
that
Michelle
shit.
Obama, I would get all three of them by any means necessary. If I could get all of them, I could because they're powerful. Nigga, I would love to be the side dude to Hillary Clinton, nigga. I'm not attracted to the bitch, but I would love to be her side nigga, man, because I love powerful women. You know what I'm saying?
Professor, can I interrupt you just for a second, just to give it like a little note?
Go ahead.
Like offline, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't gonna give no names or whatever. Professor MGTOW allowed me to hear one of his chicks on his roster, you know, just talking to him and on everything. I'm not an emotional person at all, far from that. But I damn near shed a tear hearing what this chick was telling Professor MGTOW. Like this chick was, I don't even have words for it, man. And what I told Professor MGTOW was, if he were to post that on Instagram, what she was saying, people wouldn't believe that it's real life. People would ask, "Yo, what movie is that from?"
Should I play that shit?
They ain't gonna believe you. Play it.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Nigga, I almost shed a tear, my nigga, when I heard that shit. Like, holy shit. There's actually women that act. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying because I can relate to some of the things like you said, Red Pill. You know, there's a lot of people on the panel that don't know or won't believe what I do on a normal basis, or what a lot of us do in the chat. They just wouldn't believe it because they've never had, let's say, a woman that where I'll eat a whole meal and won't have to touch shit. I just they won't touch a fucking thing.
That bitch feeding you. Nah, tell these niggas they don't know what you're talking about. That bitch is feeding you, nigga.
Oh, bro, I have it. It's on my, like I said, my YouTube channel is a little goofy right now, but I have that on there. Or if let's say I want to use a broad as a table or a ladder or whatever, like I just do it. Like
my nigga said, like, a ladder.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Whatever I decide, you know. In fact, like right
she's
now,
a tool.
I'm thinking about right now, bringing it to broad because I just ran, you know, when I say trades or stack parties, it's kind of like after says like ice cream. A
sandwich, nigga. Ice cream sandwich, nigga. Yes. Yes.
I call it like a stack party because I stack them up and I just do it like that. And
I feel know a little bit about that. I feel know about that in Brazil. Let's go.
Yeah, I know you know. I know you know.
Guys gotta understand, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got sidetracked on I didn't even get into how I keep the rotation, but I keep women that are powerful, that are assets. So every woman is different. Therefore, I have to be different. There are some women that I'm dominant with. There's some women they dominate me. I have to be the submissive one. Oh, why? Wow. Because what she brings to the table is I'm not looking for the set. If that's what gets her off, then I'm down to explore that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not a one-trick pony. If my asset is what I need from you, which is non-sexually, but based off the power and connects you have, then I'm going to fulfill you sexually so you can bring the non-sexual shit I desire. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be well versed in all type of desires. You know, as a Virgo, we like to please. So whatever a woman's fetish is, I'm gonna try to master that. And that's why I've mastered a lot of different shit with a different bitches. Now, some things I can't do. Like the woman who she said she masturbates thinking about having a threesome with me and her little daughter. Imagine her daughter's only 5 years old. So that's some shit I can't do. I'm not with that. But this is the type of shit you got to understand. If you want it, let's say if I'm just straight dominating every woman. If a woman is not into being dominated, then she's going along with my plan and I'm feeling fulfilled, right? but at the same time, I'm not unmasking her because my goal is to fucking unmask her because I'm learning all the time. I want to know how filthy, how sick she is. And if
Hey,
I'm
yo,
just doing
professor.
what I want to do, I can't see that.
Hey, yo, professor.
Yo.
Tell him about the power of vulnerability.
Oh man, I got 2 videos on that too, man.
There you
Go
go. There you go.
benefit of his strength, man. But it's like if you tell somebody, man, you ever smoke weed? Be like, nah, I ain't never smoked weed. And I say, okay, I thought you might have. Well, I did a couple things. I just met. People don't want to feel shame, so you have to show them that you've done more shameful shit.
Right.
So when somebody, it's like if we both take a test and like, what did you get? Like, damn, man, I got a 70 on it. And you got an 85, you're not going to feel ashamed to say, damn, I got an 85 because the other nigga got a 70. You know what I'm saying? So vulnerability is getting her to relax and it's also raising her ego. She's like, well, shit, he ain't no angel. I'm not an angel, but he's a bigger devil than me. So I can say, well, everything I've done. And this is the psychology I'm talking about. So vulnerability allows a woman to open up. But it has to be a no judging zone.
Exactly.
You can never judge a woman.
Non-judgmental.
Right.
Exactly.
Never,
but you gotta be a little red pill in order to do that because a chick will tell you that she fucked 50 niggas. And, you know what I'm saying? When she went to Jamaica for a weekend, and you're gonna look at her different. You're gonna be judging her. You ain't gonna say nothing, but the way you talk, the way you look at her, she's gonna be like, "Oh, this motherfucker's judging me." My nigga, when I look at a bitch, I assume she already got 1,000 bodies. Matter of fact, I don't even care about body count. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, yo, Afi King, man, I gotta salute you, man, because you put me on. You told me to watch this movie called Nymphomaniac. Has anybody on the panel watched the movie called Nymphomaniac? Was that you?
I told somebody about that too, man.
It might
have been me told you that. I told you
so
that
let me get the props to Professor. Then Professor told me, yo, watch Nymphomaniac. Yo, fam, on my way to Bogota, I watched Nymphomaniac 1 and Nymphomaniac 2. Yo, Professor, after watching both those movies, I already looked at females as sexual toilet. Nigga, I don't look at them the same no more. Like, every bitch I see is a fucking nymphomaniac now. Like, I advise everybody to watch Nymphomaniac 1 and 2. It's on Netflix. And when you watch that movie, don't think it's only like 5% of the women. It's only some women. Not all are like that. No. You gotta watch that movie and believe that most bitches are like that. But the thing is, most bitches know how to hide that shit.
It's a movie or a documentary?
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie. It's a part 1 to part 2. But not. Let me give a correction. A lot of there, remember the guy I told you about, the one who he gets paid and he has an office where he just beats women and spanks them and
They don't know about that. Yeah.
That's the type of shit I do with some women, but there's a lot of women like that. But to be clear, very few women are nymphomaniac. I've dealt with a real nymphomaniac, and that is a problem. That is a real fucking problem, bro. So not a lot of women are nymphomaniacs, but a lot of them like to be degraded. But a nympho is a whole different beast, and it sounds good, but I'm telling you right now, that is a fucking problem. So don't do it.
Hey, yo, Professor, the reason I told the dudes to look at every chick like they're a nymphomaniac because there are dudes out there who still believe that women don't like sex or want sex more than dudes. So it's like I'm trying to give them the extreme. So if I pull them to the extreme, they kind of fall in the middle. Like, all right. This bitch look like she a library chick, but I know she got a fucking nymphomaniac in her. You know what? I'm gonna come at her just like that. As opposed to, she's a nice girl. I'm gonna talk to her like, I don't want to curse at her because she's wearing glasses. Man, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
That bitch wants you to dominate her off fucking top, my man. Be the beast.
Hey, Big Town, I wanted to ask you something. You were talking about submitting. Hey, so you submit, like when you say, if you have a chick that's dominated, you just submit. Does that carry into the bedroom, or are you just talking about and the real?
We talking only sexually, bro. Talking only sexually, man. I mean, I know women. They want to put a collar on me, put handcuffs on me, tie me up and shit, and be in control. And if that's what gets her off, then I fuck with her, I'll let her do it. Because if I'm fucking with a bitch that is my dark side desire, the shit that really gets me off, then I have that bitch. So when I'm fucking with her, I can get that release. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm fucking with this bitch and I need something from there, I need her contacts, I need her business advice, I need something she offers. I'm with her for something she offers. Sexually, I'll let her. Okay, let me put it this way. if I'm with a woman sexually, then for sexual reasons, then I'm gonna be in control. But if I'm with a woman for non-sexual reasons, then I will allow her to be in control.
Okay.
Because if I'm
So you can
fucking
get
with
the perk.
Oprah, and Oprah says, nigga, I like my men to be submitted on a dog collar, nigga, I'm fucking with Oprah, nigga. I'm on a dog collar. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm fucking with the bitch because she get me hard sexually. We talking about Oprah. You know, so it depends. It depends on the
Yeah, on
fucking
the bitch.
It's levels
woman.
to this shit, right?
Yeah, and
Exactly.
it's not like I feel like, oh man, this and this and that. I'm having fun because I'm exploring another level of sexuality. And again,
Indeed.
everything is about learning. So I'm mastering not only I'm leveling up. Not only, you know how you play, you might play NBA or 2K, and you got different categories you got to level up. So you might have your dunk on 99, your 3 on 98, your crossover on 36. My goal is to get everything on 100.
99.
Even
Level
if
it
I
up.
don't
Right,
like
right,
it.
right.
Yes, that's the challenge. That's the challenge of it all, man. You gotta be up for challenges, man. A lot of dudes they come up against a challenge and be like, oh no, I give up. No, man, that's what life is about. If you go to Bruce Lee saying, what he say? He said, you should, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said, you shouldn't pray to God for an easy life. You should pray to God and you should pray to God to endure the challenges of life.
Right.
That's the fact. Like who wants
Right.
let me tell you what an easy life looks like. These dudes born with fucking silver spoons in their mouth, $1 million, $100 million trust funds and all that shit. Them motherfuckers kill themselves by 25. Why? Because they have no challenge, no adversity, no nothing. Everything is handed to them, man. That's why when I look back at my life, I'll be like, most people be like I was homeless at one point in time. So if people live my life, they be like, you know what? If I could do my life over again, I would never be homeless. Nah, motherfucker. That shit added to my character, man. That shit added to who I am, man. I learned from that and became stronger. Where other dudes were, I could have folded. I could have said, you know what? I'd rather go back home, not finish my college education and get my degree because a challenge was presented to me. I said, nah, fuck that. I'm out here. I ain't got no family, no friends. But guess what? I'm still gonna make it happen, man. And you know what? That semester was the best grades I had of all my 5 years in college, man.
Wow.
And that's why niggas come from overseas and they fucking take all your jobs and get all A's. And as you go to engineering at any college, it's filled with mostly Asians and Indians, and niggas and Americans can't do it because they come from struggle. But that damn Red Pill, you were supposed to text me that shit, nigga. Remember what you just said? It made me remember the Huizinga effect, brother.
Oh yeah, I posted that shit. Wait. You took the Huizinga effect. Is that? Nah, actually put me on. 'Cause I'm thinking about something else.
Yeah, you were supposed to the Huizinga shit. I was supposed to do a drop about that. I forgot about it, but you just reminded me.
I did
About
remind
what
you. I know what you're talking about. Yo, what is that? Put me on.
All right, man. I damn near want to make it a drop, but I'm gonna give it to
Snip.
you,
All right,
nigga.
give me a snip. No. Give me a snippet then. Give me a snippet. Give the people the snippet. Cause I can read between the lines.
Hold on, let me see how many people on here. Hey, this is going on Patreon?
Yep.
You taking it? You taking it?
Hey,
He said, "Yup."
y'all better get on my Patreon. Y'all think, oh, I missed something, I'm gonna just catch it. Yeah, if you catch it, if you click this link, nigga. Y'all better be helping y'all. If y'all miss 30 minutes, I'm gonna run the store, give me some tacos, nigga. Y'all better catch it. Nigga, coming off.
Let me break down this Huizinga shit, man. I'm gonna give you niggas a dope because I was gonna say it for a drop, but
Matter of fact, y'all got gas.
All right, Huizinga
tacos right now, and then come back and get off. Y'all got gas? Y'all got like 20 minutes.
What you say?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
I said y'all got like 20 minutes of gas. I can leave and come back. I trust y'all.
Yeah,
nigga.
Gotta do.
Nigga, we got some heavy hitters on here.
We good.
I just drank a whole bottle of Hennessy and smoked a blunt. I'm hungry.
Shit, I wish I had a blunt right now, man. Yo, man, I ain't gonna tell that story. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I ain't smoking like 2-3 years, man. So I miss that shit, boy. But let me tell you niggas about the Huizinga.
The super chat the questions, man. Unless it's hella good. If you want,
Get the fucking super chat up, nigga. If you want the Huizinga effect, nigga, get the super chat.
There we go. There we go. Let's talk. Now we talking.
Hey,
I don't even want to do this shit.
Y'all want super chat? What the fuck, man?
Hey,
y'all heard that?
Hey, in the meantime, Big Child, I know you out like the South and shit, right?
Yeah, I'm down in Florida.
Oh, okay, you down towards there. Hey, so out that way in the South and shit, they be doing their race parties and shit where the niggas be slaves and shit, huh?
Hey,
Facts.
I
Facts.
told them
Facts.
niggas about that shit. Man, my therapist, right? My therapist chick, she counseled a guy or did a therapy with a client who's a lawyer. He went to Howard. He deals with black crimes, civil law crimes as a lawyer, and he's part of the NAACP, a high-ranking person. But he goes to Georgia in a certain place, and they have these plantation parties. And he was
Yes.
telling, he's married, right? But when he goes there, they have the guys, the black guys working as, and women working as slaves in the field. But at night, the sex begins. So she showed him her back. He showed her her back, and he had all these whip marks. So he's over here getting fucking white girls, getting fucked by white guys, and got
Right.
whip marks all over his body, like straight up whip marks. But this is the type, even though he's NAACP and blacks, pro-black, and this and that, that shit is what makes his fucking dick hard.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand sexuality, like I said before, it's a whole different personality. But the race play shit is huge in all nations. A lot of Asian women love to be into race play with white men. A lot of black guys love to be into race play with white women, and vice versa. So race play is when it comes to sexuality, man, it's so complex. It's so complex. It's you're a whole different person. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, Professor, from that Nymphomaniac video, movie, I remember saying that one of the things that people cannot control is their sexual perversions, man. And I'm not gonna give it away, but you remember she was doing a job and she was talking to some dude. She was trying to get information out of him, you know what I mean? And she said this one particular thing, you know what I mean? And he started getting, you know what I mean, excited and all that.
Yeah.
That shit right there was like, holy shit, yo, like a motherfucker could control you if you don't know what your own sexual perversions are, man. So that goes back to your mindset of knowing yourself, man. You gotta know yourself, man. The good and the bad. You gotta go under the fucking crevices of yourself, man. The dark corners that you don't want to look at. Yeah, man. You gotta get to know yourself in a whole. Because if not, somebody will be controlling your ass, man.
Facts.
You know, that's funny you say that, because see, that's kind of where the sociopath thing comes in, because I think that they have a talent in figuring out what that is. You know what I mean? With certain people. You know what I mean? Like being able to figure out what the cheeks and the armor are. Like you say, just not giving a fuck or whatever the case may be. Well, I find that trait to be very attractive when I personally deal with women. Like just not just know the whole nonchalant, just not giving a shit. And it's like yeah, I think a lot of that, like you said, with the sexuality, the funny thing is that, in fact, funny thing is I've dealt with women who had no idea what they were into. I have a lady sitting with me right now that, at least as far as she says, she didn't do any of this type of shit before me. And as far as the stuff I've done to her, shit like that, and if she has, well, you just a motherfucking freak. At the same time, yeah, so it's like being able to tap into it, and then too, you're not gonna get a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna get the woman or have the woman do the type of shit that I'm gonna tell them to do, or that I even have the unmitigated gall to fucking tell the broad to do. I mean, they look. In fact, I get a lot of crazy looks. Like I'll get a crazy look, and then they'll go to doing it.
Hey yo, Manimal Planett. I've said it several times on different panels, man. Bitches don't know what they like. You gotta tell them what they like.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Remember Ike and Tina? Interviewer asked her. So what is your plans, Tina Turner? Well, it's been a successful year. What are your plans? She said, I don't have plans. My plans are Ike's plans.
Whoa.
Period.
Whoa.
I fucking love that video.
Whoa.
Hey, yo, real quick, let me add this in, man. Something like I said, I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a relationship expert. But when I do these panels, it has me reflect on myself. So one thing that came to my mind just now is that it's not game, but what I noticed that I do when I talk to chicks nowadays, within the first 2 minutes of the conversation, I always ask, like, say something revolving around, well, how crazy are you? Like I could deal with a crazy chick, but psycho chicks, like bricks to the window. When I do that, it's like chicks look at me like, oh, so you know. Like, yeah, bitch, I know how you are. I just want to know how crazy you are. And what I tell them is, crazy understands crazy. So I'm crazy. I just want to know how crazy you are. Like, if you stalking type of chick, I mean, you ain't gonna make the team. But if you just crazy, come through. But when I talk like that with no judgment, they look at me like, the fuck is this nigga? They intrigued, like, and that's when they listen to everything I fucking anything that comes out my fucking mouth, man. Who's coming at bitches like, yo, how crazy are you?
You know what? That's another thing too. That whole you gotta kind of have a little bit of, I don't know. I mean, you gotta kind of have that.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, not just that, but the propensity to be able to just switch to evil in a drop of a hat. Like,
you got to be a sociopath.
I could be sitting here right now. One thing could upset me, and I'll tell this woman, I just don't want to fuck with you no more at all. Just get the fuck out of here. And that's the way I am. Like, you got to be able to be Prince Charming, like, be cool 1 second, and in a snap, in the next sentence, you may be a fucking animal or a monster. They don't know what the fuck is going to happen next. And see, I noticed that too. Is a lot of the reason that I kept like the women that I've dealt with, like, kind of in a kind of like a daze or a trance, because they never know what to expect from me at all. They never know.
Hey, yo, Manimal Planett, can I say something? Can I just say to that? An OG taught me, when a female is 100% comfortable with you, game over.
Indeed.
You got to be unpredictable, man. You can't be having a fucking pattern, man. Y'all motherfuckers be coming home the same time. You know what I'm saying? Every day you go to work. She know your pattern, motherfucker. That's when you switch it up to go to your next bitch, she know what's going on. That bitch got to be on her fucking toes every second. Go ahead.
You set your beer in the same place every night. You turn on Matlock. You know what I'm saying? You shower at the same time.
One nigga said Matlock.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time every night. So it's like that right there alone. That's suicide. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I heard that from the Walmart cat. Be unpredictable. He said some stuff like that. I watched some of his shit. So, but then again, that's common sense, though. You know what I mean? So,
no, common sense is not common, Manimal. That's in all aspects. Common sense is not common.
Yeah, that I can't even disagree with that. That's I gotta realize that I see, I'm speaking to men right now that I feel that are on the level that understand a lot, what I'm saying. But
yes, sir.
I keep forgetting there are people in the chat that, for all I know, these motherfuckers think I'm just sitting here talking shit. They don't know me.
Yes.
Motherfucking Judy Scary and shit.
So your professor.
Like I try to just explain. I don't know, try to dumb it down some or something like that. But no, I guess you are right. Motherfuckers like you said, Real Pill, they think that just because, I'm saying this shit, for all I know, they think I'm lying. I'm just sitting here talking shit like any other motherfucker. I told you, the reason that I told Afi this. The reason I started fucking with him is because I saw he was doing the shit he was saying. So I listen to a lot of content creators, but like, when I see a motherfucker actually, like, I can look at them and see, okay, this motherfucker's doing the shit they say they doing. Man, look, I'm not watching your mouth move. I'm watching your feet move. So I don't give a fuck about what you say. It sound good. I might apply a little bit to my shit, but I don't see you using it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Fuck.
Well, you said professor and then you stopped. So I don't know.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh no, Professor, tell him about how we 3% of the population, fam. Go ahead. He may not got that conversation yet. He don't realize that he's fucking 3% of fucking 7 billion people on this planet, man. Go ahead.
3% of them being men, being red pill.
Yeah, being red pill. We get to the 1%. Tell him about the 3%.
Oh, the 3% are just men that are fucking alpha. That validate themselves internally. That's not following a bitch. That's not weak for pussy. But even within that 3%, fucking 95% of them niggas are still inside the matrix.
Yes.
That's the part. That's the bad part. You can be alpha and still be blue pilled to society. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like my man Manimal said, I don't watch no television like that. Not like I used to. I don't watch sports. The last sport game I watched was fucking LeBron James and the Miami Heat. After that, I didn't watch no sports after that. But I know niggas, they alpha, but they still stuck in the matrix too, dog. So, dog,
so now tell him about the 1%, because he's part of the 1%, man. The shit that he's seen and experienced, the shit he talking about, he part of the 1%, man. Tell him about the 1%.
Well, what aspect are you talking about? Are we talking about with the women, or are we talking about
just in general? Because the fact that he said he don't watch sports, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff that he does,
none of that
that
shit.
that means he's not even part of. He's not even on track with society's narrative. You know what I mean? Like he's not thinking about fucking Mother's Day and Valentine's Day and all that other shit, man.
Oh yeah,
That means,
I don't do none of that shit, bro. Like I
but I'm
told you
saying,
niggas, man, no fucking holidays. I don't celebrate. I haven't been to the mall in 10 years. Nigga, I'm so detached, man. Like I told you niggas before on another panel, bro. If you in a relationship and you can be with and you ain't been with that bitch and ain't take her out in 2 whole years, that's not your bitch. Cause I done been in relationships like that. I don't take a bitch out no restaurant. I'm your fucking entertainment. Just to be able to sit here and talk to me and get knowledge is entertaining. Yeah, my presence is entertaining. All niggas gotta take a bitch out on a date. Every week they going out. Every 2 months they go on a vacation. Every weekend they go to the movies and dinner. Man, nigga, I cut all that shit out. All that shit out with it.
Hey, Professor, it's like they said in that movie Gangs of New York, and I say this all the time. The pleasure of my company is not free. There's a lot of different things that I could be doing that I just don't really give a fuck about having to hang around motherfuckers. So when motherfuckers hang with me, I like them to have a little something because the pleasure of my company ain't free. You just ain't soaking up, you know, my energy is shit just to be sitting around soaking it up. I mean, shit, that ain't, no, I don't do that. I don't do that.
That's why you got to find women that are attracted to what you offer. Not every woman is for you. You know what I'm saying? And with some of you gotta fuck. Like I know chicks that there's women in my life that I'm gonna tell you about my unicorn in London, my Taurus unicorn. When I was chilling with her, I didn't even want to have sex. I was upset that we were going to have sex, bro. And she's one of my favorite lovers. So she's my dark side chick. But I was upset that we were going to have sex because I like her energy. I like her conversation. I wanted to sit there and talk to her and just be in her energy. I didn't want to have sex, but she wanted to fuck. So I'm like, okay, shit, you're gonna have to fuck, man, because I ain't seen a bitch in a whole year. I don't come to London often, so I say, hey, I'm not gonna just not fuck her. But
fuck it, right? You use logic like fuck it, man. I didn't want to
fuck her because her energy is so dope. I just wanted to sit there and chill next to her and just conversate like we were doing. And there's some women that I pick them up, take them to a hotel. I don't even want to talk to them. I just want to fuck.
Right.
Because I like how they fuck, but I don't like how they think.
Talk. Right. Yeah,
right.
So every chick is different, man. But you gotta find a woman. There, like I said, there are some alpha women out there in this world that I know that they're beautiful, but I don't think about them sexually because everything else they offer, it satisfies me. Have you ever been satisfied based off somebody's energy, like to the fact that even they're fine as fuck, but when you know them, you don't even think about sex because you're fucking orgasming off their energy, off their influence, and it's going back and forth. So this is what you want a woman to feel about you, that she want to fuck your brains out, but at the same time, she's loving this energy you got. She loves this conversation. She don't want to stop it. And if you've never felt that way about a woman, then it's hard for you to understand you being that type of man to a woman.
Well, you know what? It's real easy to be like that to women when you can friend zone them, too. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the women that you just don't, because like you said, there are women that you just have in your life that they're not there for sex, but you know that's a good thing too. Like I said, when you friend zone, let's say a woman you have had sex, put her in the friend zone, then that always, you know, adds a little element of like, when is he gonna do this again and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So
unpredictability.
Indeed, exactly. In fact, like I told Afi earlier, usually when I start getting into it with a woman and we are gonna go, let's say I'm gonna get into a relationship with her, I'll start off with letting her get a little taste of the BDSM, just a little taste, and then I snatch it all away. And then
yes, sir.
I don't even talk about it after that. It just comes up all of a sudden one day, like boom. So I give a little bit of it, and the whole time they're thinking, well, what the fuck? Like, this dude, like, what the fuck? He came with this, and now all of a sudden. And so, yeah, I give a little taste, then I snatch it away, and then I give it back when you know what I mean, when I feel, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's usually, you know, how I do that shit.
Hey, Red Pill, should I play that little audio clip that I sent you with my with my homegirl?
You got it queued up. If you do, play that shit, my dude.
Yeah, play it.
Yeah, dudes will not believe.
Long, man.
Please. You say what?
It's a little lengthy because she sent me 3 different messages about a total about like 5 minutes, but
no. Send all you guys will send one of them because each one was. Remember, I replied to you after only listening to the first voice message. There was 3. I listened to the first one. I was like, holy shit. I said, you got chicks like this in your life? I said, yo, if I had it, and you said you have multiple chicks like that in your life.
That's all I attract, bro. That's all I deal with. Because said, I scout women. I scout. I hunt them. I don't just happen to come upon a chance. But let me play a little bit.
Please.
It will. And
can you guys hear this?
in that moment,
yes, sir.
All right.
You are closed off from emotion. You don't allow yourself to feel. You don't allow yourself to have emotion because in your mind it's weak. It's this, it's that, it's bad. You know, you're saying that your mom wasn't someone who was very nurturing. So you didn't have anyone to nurture that for you. A lot of times, you know, especially Black folk and men, you know, it's suck it up. You know, men don't cry, men don't. That's straight bullshit. And I hate misconception, that bullshit as if men aren't human beings, as if God didn't make you to feel. And there's a difference between feeling, allowing yourself to feel your emotion, to process them, versus letting your emotions control you. There's a big damn difference. I would never try to allow your emotions to control you. Never. But do not feel, Nigel. And I feel like that's a big part of your trauma, if you will. Because that's not something you were taught. And honestly, we're not taught a lot of stuff. We often, like, the wounds that are
hold on. She ain't even getting into the good shit yet. Hold on.
Not yet. No, she gonna get into it. Yeah, it's coming.
And you know, unhealthy of you don't know what you don't know. You know, and they don't know. There's things that they don't know that they pass down to us. They're to think the way you think.
Okay, it's the second one.
But you are so afraid to feel. But it doesn't always have to be that way. Just to allow somebody to love you.
Here we go.
Which your baby mama and what you went through with her. That also has closed you off to ever really experiencing genuine love, Nigel. Genuine love where it's just, I love you. And again, this doesn't even have to be in a romantic capacity. We often think that, but it doesn't always have to be that way. Just to allow somebody to love you, to be there, to nurture you, to care for you. You won't allow that. And there's nothing wrong with that when it's coming from a genuine place. Me wanting to hug you, just to give you a hug. Like, let me hug you. You know what I mean? Just come here. This to me is your emotional safe place, your haven. You know, I'm not going to get your ass. I'm not going to make fun of anything that you feel, even if I don't agree with something. It doesn't mean that I'm going to feel like, you know, it's not valid. Because it's your experience. I can't tell you, oh, that's not a valid feeling. That's not a valid idea. That's not a valid nothing. No, because that is your experience. That's what you've experienced. I can't change that. And I can't take that. And I can't invalidate that. Just like you can't do the same to me, you know? But just me wanting to hug you, like, come and lay next to me. You know what I mean? And again, nothing sexual, nothing romantic. Just come here. Being those energy and your presence, and that could be healing all of itself. In that moment.
That's it right there. That's all I'm
y'all heard that? Y'all heard that?
That's
Y'all heard that? She said it ain't even got to be sexual. Just come here. It could be healing. Yo, my dude, when I heard that, I almost shed a tear, man.
Wow.
See it, and this is my homegirl, man. And some of you guys don't even hear that from your wives.
Man, tell that shit. Say that
When I heard that, I
shit.
almost shed a tear, man.
Hey, listen. I say that kind of shit all the time, man. Like, dude, you dating fucking with these women, man. You got a wife, and that bitch won't even kneel down to the floor for you. Like, you got a wife, bro. That's your wife, that's your woman and shit, and your girlfriend or whatever, and the bitch won't kneel down. Like, she won't kneel down, and you gave that bitch your fucking promise to make her the only bitch and all this shit. You
Get the
can't
fuck
even
out
get
of
the
here.
bitch to kneel down on the floor. I mean, something so simple. And you married that woman, man. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Most guys have never heard of a nurturing woman in their life, man. She said, just come here and lay down on me and just feel my energy, absorb my energy. These are the type of females I be fucking with. And that's why I don't be, it's a lot of shit you niggas go with. I don't deal with that shit because I hunt quality women, man. This is, like I said, you niggas don't even hear that shit from your own fucking mamas, man.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. Why you hit with that much truth, fam? They're not ready for all that. They don't got the applesauce, fam. And they $2 for $1 right now, fam. They don't got the applesauce right now. You got to give them a warning before you tell them all that, man.
Wow.
Shit.
You say, just come here and lay down and just let me heal you, man. It don't
got
have
to
to
be
be
sexual.
sexual. Yeah, it don't have to be romantic. Just come lay down and let me heal you, bro. See, and niggas think I make this shit up, though. Even though I'm a MGTOW guy, I still have quality women. But understand, I'm not fucking her. And this is why she respects me so much, man. Anything,
They don't
bro.
understand that part.
You know, let me tell you, nigga, the last 50 women I've been with, the one common thing I hear from every woman is, you know me more than anyone else knows me on this planet. And they felt indebted to me, because I know more than their fathers. So to keep me happy, to keep me energized, to keep me in a good place where I can go out and be who I gotta be, they want to nurture me. I'll have my Russian she'll drive 3 hours to come bring me some homemade soup if I'm sick.
There you go. That's what's up.
Yo, you got dudes' wives, and girlfriends who wouldn't even do that, and they live in the same crib.
I'm trying to tell you.
And she is a wife. Not this one, but the Russian one is a wife. That's the bad part. Man, you niggas kill me sometimes, man.
Niggas kill me.
It comes down to niggas you are not hunting women. You are not thinking with a business mindset. You're just looking at pussy. This is a badass chick. This chick, the nurturing one, she probably look like Ella May. She got that look. A lot of you niggas like them light skinned mixed, but I don't really care for that. But she my homegirl. But this is what I'm saying. You niggas will fuck the shit out of her. Me personally, I like her energy. She's a healer. She's an empath. So I don't want to fuck her because she's look at Gaddafi, nigga. Gaddafi was surrounded by some of the greatest female soldiers, and he took care of them as if they were his family, but he never fucked them.
Penis in the pocket, like I said, man. Dudes gotta learn how to put their penis in the pocket, man. When they start talking to a chick, automatically they got their penis out. Nah, fam, put that shit in your back pocket, man. Talk to her because when you get your mouthpiece game up, you can just talk to a chick and you're not even thinking about the sex, man. It's like chess. You're just playing chess in the beginning, like, okay, let me see what move she made. Oh, she did that move? Oh, game over. Okay, let me lead her now. Obviously, she doesn't know how to play chess. Let me lead her. Y'all just over here like, what's the first thing I should say to her? I hope she likes what I say to her. And nigga, what? You're not walking to your God self, my nigga. When you think like that,
you touched on something right there. Your God self. See, that's something else too. See, when you doing what the fuck it is, like I said, walking in your dominion, the bitches is just gonna come from out of nowhere and talk to you, kind of. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Well, this is not an exact example, but I go to Home Depot to and pass out my cards a lot. And when I see a broad in there, I step to her with, "Hey, you need an electrician? Give my card." And it's something about me. I don't know if it's the fixer thing or what it is about, but I already have her attention at that point. So it's like more or less, how do I talk to a broad? How to get her number? All this shit. I couldn't answer a question like that because I ain't never had to worry about that. Like whenever I fuck with a woman, dude, we get into a regular conversation, and by the end of the conversation, I got her information. I couldn't give you steps because this is the thing. If you can't talk to the woman because you scared. Now I can't stop you from being scared. I can tell you to say I can tell you to do exactly what the fuck I do. You can do exactly what the fuck I do. You still ain't gonna get that bitch.
Exactly.
You know,
Because your insides don't match. Your insides don't match. Exactly.
Right. You don't give off the type of, because you can fake it. You can act like you don't give a fuck, but they can feel that shit. That shit ain't real. Like they can sit there like they're animals and shit.
They're empaths. They're empaths. Yes.
Yeah. So when you come off like not even come up when you are like who you are, bro, there's nothing that tops that. I don't give a fuck about they talk about cold pro, all this other shit. When you're being who the fuck you are, that bitch ain't gonna be able to help but fucking give you
She's not gonna have a choice.
They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They say, you know what, that man, dude, that just they don't have a choice. It's nature. They don't have a choice.
Exactly.
You gotta get some game on that. Oh, go ahead, brother.
I got my son in the car, so let me say this. When a man,
oh, you listening?
Yeah, my youngest is here. Say what's up, Caleb. What's up?
He listened to these red pills?
There we go. He needs that.
What's up?
He listened to these red pills?
Yeah, he listening in the car right now.
Let go.
Important. It's crucial. That's crucial. You know what I'm saying? It's so like I said, you know, even with me and Afi was talking about it earlier, even with Steph, you know, Steph is young, but he has a whole panel of motherfuckers who have such a broad variety and flavor of game and different shit that nigga, by the time he gets to where he's supposed to be, that nigga's gonna be, man, that nigga might be the president of some shit. You know, it's just because of the amount of information that we all have to give to motherfuckers. In fact, I'm thinking that the average motherfucker cannot get this information because it's kind of like explaining to somebody who, like, okay, perfect example. You know, I notice a lot of people who practice martial arts and teach martial arts ain't never really even been in a street fight.
Boom.
And it's like, how you gonna teach a motherfucker how to do something and you ain't never really been in the field? Like I said, all that talking and shit. So for me, like I said, I attracted dudes that I can hear it in your voice. I know who the fuck you is. I know if you handle women, I can hear it. In fact, you don't even have to show me. I can hear it. I can hear the motherfuckers who actually, you know what the fuck they talking about and do it. And like I said, Big Tao is a part of that underworld with the parties and shit. So he already know what's up with that whole scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
I already know, you know what I mean, what's up with that. And actually, me hearing him talk about that was like, okay, I'm like, yeah, okay, he on the level and shit. But like I say, when it comes to showing and telling this shit and all this shit, man, these motherfuckers just be talking, bro. A lot of them just be talking. I'm telling you, they do. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I'm doing, like I said, I'm not gonna go around and tell you nothing I ain't doing. I ain't come off camera. I have a whole bunch of money and all this shit. Everything that I do, you can set your motherfucking watch by it because I ain't got no reason to bullshit. I never have. I told all you gentlemen at the risk of looking like a fucking square. I told everybody I don't watch sports. I don't do none of that shit. I don't.
That shit ain't square.
Religion.
Not to me.
I don't do no religion. I don't watch the news. I don't do politics. Man, I'm not.
We're on the same page, Manimal. You're Manimal. We're on the same page, fam. We're on the same page, fam. I refuse to be distracted by all that shit you just talked about.
Hey, LDA, go ahead. LDA, go ahead. You were saying something before we cut you off.
What I was saying was, this good, because y'all going in. I love it. I got my son in the car. Like I said, he's soaking it up. He just coming back from a party talking about a girl shooting inside him. And he brought her off. Is that what happened, son? Yep. Tell him what happened.
Hey, yo, how old is your son? How old is your son?
Tell him. Go ahead. Tell him. I'm 16.
Oh, 16?
Oh, wow.
Hey, real quick. Can y'all hear me?
Are you back?
Yeah.
Afi came back, baby. Let's go.
So let me teach y'all niggas a lesson real quick. Let me teach y'all niggas like 2 lessons real fast. This is the lesson.
Heat it up.
You know you saucy when you can leave a panel full of your brothers and you ain't got to worry about niggas doing dumb shit. You ain't got to worry about niggas getting into it. And go get your fucking tacos from the taqueria and come back. Just knowing it is smooth.
Oh, yeah.
No problema. No hay problema.
Wasn't in the rush at all.
It was something, man. When he was talking about when Manimal was talking about the energy he has. Now I want to teach. We don't just want to talk about what we do, but we want to teach also. All right. So what you have to understand is the mind is very powerful. Think about a missile. You know, when you shoot a missile from a ship, you know how much computer technology has to go into it to make the trajectory, the right amount of thrust, the right angle, all that shit to make a missile go from 1,000 miles away and hit its target. Well, your mind does that in a split second. When you shoot a basketball, you're going into the hoop. You have to have the right trajectory, the right mindset, and all that shit. So that's how powerful the mind is. But when it comes to having the mindset of going to a woman and not feeling nervous, let me give you an example of how I have to trick my mind. Okay. Because I know I'm not strong enough in certain areas and I'm not disciplined enough to just do things straight up. I can't say, okay, I'm going to do 40 push-ups in a row and count 1 to 40. So what I have to do is say, I want to do 40, but I'm going to do 20. And I'll count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, go 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep going back and forth because I know if I count to 20, it's gonna make me feel easier than counting to 40. Just knowing that I'm counting to 40 is gonna sound harder than counting to 20. So I have to count to 20, but I have to skip. I have to go back a few reps sometimes. So my 20 is really 40. And the same thing is
right there too. That was a real rose right
there. Yeah, that's a huge gem.
Yeah, but when I'm on a treadmill, I run on the treadmill, I'll be tired as fuck. And what I do is I go back to my college days. And when I'm tired, I imagine myself taking a pick, an interception from the 1st-yard line and running it back. So in my head, even though it looks like I'm on the treadmill, I'm visualizing me running a touchdown and the whole crowd is screaming and going crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is the power of the mind. You have to give yourself an image so you can focus on that image. Even from the outside, people just see you want to run. So I can do 30 minutes, be tired as fuck, be like, man, I'm about to jump off. Next, you know, I put on some Pastor Troy shit, and I'm imagining myself running a touchback, and I'm shaking a nigga, and I just ran over a nigga, and then I just ran back from the 50-yard line, cut back and went the other way, and the whole crowd cheering. And now, nigga, I'm doing another 30 minutes on the treadmill. Not even tired, bro, because it's all mindset. But I know I have to trick myself. I have to lie to myself to get the desire that I want. So when we talk about the woman, you have to treat a 10 like she's a 5. Yes. And the best way to treat a 10 like she's a 5, because you don't feel, when you're around an ugly bitch you don't want to fuck, nigga, your game is proper, you smooth, you ain't stuttering, you ain't doing none of that shit. None of that. So the way you can get yourself to treat a 10 like, hey, LDA, I hope your little son still listen, nigga, because I'm about to go in. The way you can get that 10 to look like a 5 to you is to view her non-sexually, but based off what she can offer mentally, intellectually. Right. Because every woman intellectually is a 1. Because she can only give what the fuck you give her. Right. You're the source of her knowledge, man. You're the source of a woman's knowledge. So if you don't give her the knowledge, then she's going to be a 1. So every woman, you have to look at her and know she's a 1. Why? I know because I haven't gave you knowledge yet. I haven't gave you a plan yet. I haven't gave you a direction yet. So how the fuck can you be a 10 if I ain't tell you what you need to do to be a 10?
Game on game. Yo, fellas. Hey, yo, not to cut everybody off, man. Like I said, I'm in Bogota right now. I'm about to hit the streets, man. This shit was a fire panel. I was supposed to be off like an hour ago, but like I said, shit was fire. I want to stay on, but time for me to get off, man, and see what this Bogota nightlife is about, man. So I appreciate everybody on the panel. LDA, Afi, Manimal Planett, Professor MGTOW, you know what I mean? Appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all dropping some super fire game. Y'all continue doing that, man. I'm about to
you don't mind that you got to get off because you were out the country in Colombia.
Yes, sir. I'm about to apply. Hey, yo, I'm about to apply everything y'all just told me today, man. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta understand. Steel sharper steel, man. I don't be coming on these panels. Also, I know everything. I ain't gonna learn anything. Now I come on these panels to learn. I may say a couple things that y'all can learn off me, but I really come on these panels to learn from the other panel members. So in closing, I want to say thank you to all the panel members, especially Manimal Planett.
Fam, you seen what just happened? Niggas,
yes, sir.
The person who hold it could just leave and go get fucking food and come back, and then we got. See, the thing is, it ain't the thing about it is that's why it's a cheat code is because everybody not only do y'all know how to game, but all of y'all know how to hold an audience too.
Right. No egos. Ain't nobody egos involved. You know what I mean? We all meant on this.
When
panel.
I got a massage if I wanted to, I just didn't feel like it.
But yo, I'm gonna end off by saying, everybody check out the Red Pill Show for this channel. Got the vlogs popping off. Got the manipulated man popping off. What's confidence popping off? What your daddy should have taught you popping off. So I'm gonna put the link in the channel. Yeah, definitely check it out, man. Upgrade yourself, man. Red Pill Chauvinist signing out from live from Bogota, Colombia, man. Signing out.
All right, Red Pill. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace to everybody.
JP Motivate, my JP Hernandez. Go follow him. He said, Jim, Mr. Freeport, super chat. Shout out to Man Cave channel for the super chat. Damien Online say, run this shit back. Well, nigga, if you ain't on Patreon, fam, I don't know, fam. So you might want to click on that link. I don't leave shit just for this. Do you see what kind of level of game you get? Not just leaving shit around. Oh, when you get off work tomorrow. No, nigga, you on Patreon or you just gotta stay tuned. I'm just saying.
Hey, I want to add something to what the professor was saying too, is that about the mind. See, I deal with a lot of I deal with other dominants and masters and shit like that, and what you notice is that you see a lot of that, like you see like a regular looking dude with a badass bitch. You get a lot of that type of shit with what I do too, because you'll be looking at this motherfucker like, how the fuck is this dude got these slaves and these bitches? He's hanging them upside down from shit, doing shit. And he looks like a regular motherfucker. Like, you looking at this motherfucker like, how did he didn't got abs, this nigga ain't buff, and all this other shit. It's all about your mindset. That's the main shit. And there is really nothing else. I mean, that's what puts you in the position to be able to do any of that shit. I've seen thousands of dominants. And it'd be like, some would be like old white motherfuckers. And you be like, well, I know this motherfucker ain't really like breaking her back out, none of that shit. It's because he has her mind. It's like he's doing something to her that, he's in that part that the average motherfucker hasn't got into. It's all about the brain. It's all about the brain, period. Like I told you, Afi, the whole first part of my education, when I was coming up, I was in magnet school until I was in 10th grade. So, as you're a teacher, you know that, with the magnet program, we get a little bit special treatment as far as education-wise. So, like I said, I've always had that alternative way of thinking and using my brain for shit. And I play chess. See, so I played chess a lot of years of my life. So it's never been nothing for me to take a person and use them to the ability. Like, for instance, the horse makes L's, or the fucking fucking rook can only move straight across in certain patterns. Well, that's the same thing with people. You might lose that piece, but you need to move it to where it's got to go in order for you to use it. I haven't really, like the pussy aspect, like I said, for me, it's just never been to where I was like, oh God, I got to chase this bitch, I'm going to do that. Oh, and another thing too I want to say, while I remember this dating thing and taking bitches out on dates, bro, you don't never have to really spend no money taking a bitch out. Like what I do, I just tell you one of the things I do. Because I go into the mountains and shit. I do shit I'm already going to do. But one thing I do, if you want to fuck a bitch, like just fuck her and not spend no money, straight up, just take her straight to the beach and go straight to the sand. That's it. I mean, I've done that. I did that like a marathon. Like I'll take bitches and drive right out to Venice Beach, walk right out onto the water while we talking this shit. We get out there in the water, man, that bitch is up, fuck her right there on the sand.
Hey, you seen I got a video on 6 sessions with doing that shit, head on the beach, man. I did that shit up on my Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's some exotic shit. That's some exotic shit, man. You bring you a bottle, you bring you a blanket, you bring you some blunts, and you fuck the bitch right on the beach, man. And she gonna love that shit. Because you sitting there listening to the waves and you fucking her ass right in the sand, nigga. I mean, the waves crashing at your feet, dog. She gonna love that shit.
And let me throw this in there too. See, the thing is this finesse game, because a lot of bitches have experienced that shit only with their boyfriends.
Right.
So that's when on their birthday, when it's her birthday, he want to take her to the beach and over there, Monterey or whatever, Half Moon Bay, and walk around and look at all expensive shit and get some shit on the beach and walk around with her. See, they're not used to a nigga just taking them to the beach and shit on some regular shit.
you know, the crazy thing is when you do stuff like that, when you actually get them out on the beach, it's sort of like they be expecting you to fuck them, or they be expecting you to walk through that door. Like, it's like I see the look in their eyes, and I've done this with like, dude, like numerous women. I'll drive out there, I park because I got clients out there, so I'll park like on their property and shit, and walk with them to the beach, and just like he said, carry out your blunts and shit. Nigga, while you get out there, that moon is shining, nigga. That's a wrap, nigga. I don't give a fuck who she is. It's like it gets them open on a level that's hard to explain to a man who hasn't seen women open on the level that I might have. I get women open on the level where I'll pee in a bitch's mouth right now. She gonna let me do it. And a lot of motherfuckers can't do that. A lot of men can't get women to do like shit like that. But I don't know why. I mean, it seems pretty simple to me, I guess, but it's just like, man, yeah. So that window, like when you get her out there, that window opens up. You know what I'm saying? And it's free. Like I said, you was already gonna go out there and enjoy yourself. You had some blunts, you had your little fucking liquor or whatever. You go out there, drink, smoke, man, shred that bitch real quick, and then send her on her way. And they don't forget about that shit either. Like I said, you done took her out there and made that moment happen. Man, that bitch would be looking for you during the day with a flashlight, bro. And this is something that I do. I practice this. Another thing I do is I go into the mountains. See, because I like to camp. So I'm already going up there. I see what the bitch is made of. I take her with me. And I'm telling you, man, you give them the experience that they never had like that, bro. Them bitches, man, dude. Like I said, I can't see these niggas asking questions like, how do you get a bitch number?
I'll take them camping
Like,
with me.
dude, I'm so far past that. I don't even want to make content for that kind of shit. Not unless I'm getting that AMS money. If I get that $800 an hour, nigga, I'll teach you French, nigga, whatever the fuck you want to know. But as far as that, nah, I ain't got time for that shit, man. How you kiss, how you take a girl on a date, and all, get her number and all that shit. Man, get the fuck out of here with that.
Hey, let me say this. You guys are hitting to tie in what you're saying and what Professor MGTOW says. I said this last night, but I'm gonna say it again. The imagination is the playground of the gods. The imagination is the playground of the gods.
What's stuff for that though?
Did you catch that?
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of men don't realize. The mind of a woman should be your playground that you as a god play in. And that you do all the things that you want to do that she could not do in the regular world because you're in her imagination.
That's profound, Lawrence. And you know, another thing too about that all comes into the fact that I'm a tradesman and I be going into these people's homes and shit. See, because I be in there like in their private life and shit. And you know, I'm already in there as an authority on what the fuck is going on. And see, I fulfill that fantasy like the pool guy. Like you know, I've had that situations, like I said, where I've seen a lot of inappropriate things. Like I said, women answer the door with nothing on and leave their panties and shit out and just do little funny ass shit and shit like that. And it's all because they want to create that. They want you to do that. And see, the problem is that me having my own business, I don't cross that line. I try not to cross that line. I told you, I told you guys earlier, I have on an occasion. But I don't because, one, I don't want to fuck my money off. And then two, you never know. Like a bitch will say I do a lot of shit, but they don't necessarily always mean come fuck me right now. Like it may just mean, well, I'm gonna test this dude to see what he's made of, or see if he's gonna take the bait. And 9 times out of 10, when you don't, they get even more attracted to that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I've been in that position, like I'm in that position regularly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going front. I'm in that position all the time. So it's like,
but let me clarify what you just said. When you don't take the bait, but you see the signs though. You see it's bait because a lot of niggas don't take the bait because they don't even see it.
Right,
you see it and still don't take it, and that's what makes it attractive.
Indeed, for sure.
That's exactly what my son did tonight. The young lady was trying to dance with him, get his name and number. He ignored her and pushed her to the side. I said, "Dog, you're only 16." He said, "Well, that's what I do." She would. I'll get her another time. I'm not worried about her.
Wow.
Said, You'll learn well. You'll learn well.
No doubt.
Man, I'm about to get off in a bit, but I wanted to speak on another thing you said, man. You said that you don't know why, you know, Guys think it's bad to just piss in a bitch's mouth. But the reality is you're attracting women like this. You gotta understand, you're in your masculinity, but also you're in your energy as a dom or a master.
Right.
So your energy is attracting women who are on the polarity of it. These guys, they don't have an energy. Their energy is just the social programming and what society sets it to be. So therefore, they're not attracting those type of women.
Wow.
Of them. You know what I'm saying? Because not every bitch is gonna just let a nigga pee in her mouth, but every bitch that fuck with you is because she's the exact opposite or polarity of your energy. And if you don't have an energy that's manifesting throughout and that's 100% locked in, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get exactly, let's think about the compass. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get exactly on the south thing at what is that, 6 o'clock on the south part, you have to be exactly on the north. You know what I'm saying? They have to be lined up perfectly, or it's going to be a degree off, or it's going to be a degree off here. If you're doing construction and you're trying to get a 90-degree angle, well, you have to be lined up 90 degrees the whole way, or you move one little bit and now you're 93, now you're 95, and the longer you carry out that line, the more fucked up it is. So you have to be in a perfect symmetry with your energy to pull that type of woman. No wavering.
Man, that's shit. You I wish I could have said it like that, but that was that shit. That makes a whole lot of fucking sense. For real.
Hey, but gentlemen, it was a pleasure. It's been a long day for me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and take my ass in. It was a pleasure chatting with you finally, Manimal. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have plenty more of these bad boys. LDA, you know what I'm saying? Keep giving your boy them red pills. That boy's gonna be a beast when he gets about 20 years old, man. And Afi, thanks for having me on as always, man. It's always a pleasure. Always and for bringing me on, man. It's always an honor to come in and speak with you brothers, bro, because I feel like we that 1%, man. Very few motherfuckers will be able to understand the world we do the way we do.
We have no weak links. This is cheat codes, man. If y'all listen to this, y'all should be honored, man. Y'all don't get no shit nowhere else. I'll let Lord say it for me.
You niggas in the panel, man, understand you might not be able to. You might not be able to be in certain panels. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't listening to this shit, you might not hear it because it ain't like you're gonna be hearing niggas or hanging with certain niggas outside of this. You might not get to hang with an Afi. You might not get to hang with a Manimal. You might not get to hang with an LDA. So you would just see them and walk past and never get to know what's in their mind. So appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, there's gonna be a famine of the word. One day there's gonna be a time where you ain't gonna be able to find no scripture. The whole scripture gonna be gone. So understand that you're getting this pimping right now. One day it might not be here. They were talking about net neutrality, nigga, and charging you for internet. You know what I'm saying? And if they did that on YouTube, you niggas ain't gonna be getting shit. So appreciate it when you got it. You know what I'm saying? And donate and get your super chats up and support, man. Support your boy Afi, man, because you ain't gonna get the shit. Man, I know he like AMS and all them other niggas. I don't listen to them niggas because they don't be talking about shit. But you ain't gonna get this shit anywhere else, man. Believe that, bro. You're not gonna get these type of minds that understand different things on a different dimension like this anywhere else, bro. So support that shit. If you say go to Patreon, nigga. Because if you hearing this shit right now, think about the fact that you could have not heard it, nigga. You could have missed that shit. And then your ass a fucking game. You be sad as shit out there.
That's real talk. That's real talk. Peace, Professor. Peace.
We'll stay on like 5 more minutes and we out, man. So put a fire question in there. We're gonna play the Tales from the Dark Side music and we're gonna be out. And if you want to catch the playback, you gotta push that Patreon gang link, like you said, man.
You guys be easy, man. One.
For sure, Professor. Later.
Peace. Hit me up.
Peace. Wow, what a powerful show, man.
You know, I really like this, man. I really like sitting and being able to chop it up with y'all, man. That's really cool.
I bet this is the most game you ever chopped this whole year.
Huh. Man.
You ain't had nobody to tell your secrets and shit to yet.
No, I haven't. In fact, in my normal life, I don't, like I said, I'm pretty much at the top. So it's like I don't really, when it comes to the problems and shit, that all goes downhill. So I don't really discuss the shit that, the shit that I've been through, I go through, or none of that shit, but it's nice to have people who have similar shit going on where I can say, look, whoop, whop, wham, and y'all understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking to motherfuckers because half the time my shit, man, be giving them a haircut. It be right over their motherfucking head. They just don't get it. And it's just like I'm talking. It's basically like I'm Einstein, and them motherfuckers don't get none of the equations. Like I'm crazy or some shit. Like I'm one of them crazy recluses and shit, because they just don't get what the fuck I'm saying. Because maybe I'm not dumbing it down enough, but I don't think I can because it's hard. You see, because me personally, I'm gonna just be real. I feel that it's in you and it's not on you. Like you could teach somebody how to do it, and they could be pretty good at it. But if you don't got it, you just don't got it. Like I don't have to tell a fish, look, get out there and fucking swim. They already know when they hit the water, they're gonna wiggle like this to go this speed and all that shit. Like, so it's hard to tell, well, a person, I mean, that shows you naturally kind of scary and weak if you don't know how to fuck to even have a conversation with a person, with a human being, just, talk to someone. I mean, you ain't gotta walk up and oh no max shit. Just walk up with a regular conversation and the bitch is gonna give it to you if she wanna give it to you. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
You gonna say, Lawrence?
No, I'm just. I heard bits and pieces of it. I heard you going in earlier. They had
I
to
like
cut
this
away.
guy, Manimal Planett, Lawrence. I'm gonna plug him in, big bro. I think I'm gonna plug him.
You need to plug him in. He's definitely
I'm gonna plug him
certified.
in.
He's certified.
I want
I
to plug you
appreciate
in.
that,
And
Lawrence.
Big bro told me it's good, so you in, nigga.
For sure. I appreciate that, Lawrence. Yeah, man, because like I said, I listen to y'all at BOA too, and like I said, y'all the only motherfuckers I know that I can listen to that I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I listen to a couple different motherfuckers, but they just be giving advice on different shit. I don't know if that shit is really, credible. I mean, it sounds good, it might work, but I'm in the motherfuckers like when I can feel it coming up off of you. That's when I sit
Hold
and
on, man.
listen.
You got one more chance. I'm gonna ask Red Pill. Is he in? We
No,
gonna say
red pill is
Red Pill. Say
gold.
you in. We be
One more
on some
time.
other shit. I'm asking Red Pill. Is you in? Is he in? Is he in there? Is he
Oh,
plugged in? Red Pill?
no, red pill is gold.
No, I'm talking to him in the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Go ahead. I mean the taco.
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, you're right. There are some dudes that just talking from the side of their neck versus they living this lifestyle for real or doing what they're talking about. In a certain group that we have, there's receipts that are always being given. There's always somebody's always cashing out. Always.
Fuck.
Say that again. Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm saying that there's always, in a particular group, we have receipts that happen. And there's always somebody cashing out, showing their receipts that what they have cashed out on what we talk about. So it's not just talk. This is something that we actually live. And just the other night, I had to show one of my receipts. Never met the woman, but I had walked her through a whole scenario in her mind. By that time, she had gave a whole show for me. So we can talk. It's one thing to talk about it, like you say, but it's another thing when you live it and you see the receipts. You can't make it up. And what happening is some guys on the internet, not saying names, are receiptless and talking from theory and not from practicality.
Right.
What they be showing? What they be doing? Lauren showing pictures of them in the '90s and shit, or what?
See, you went there. But yeah, instead of showing receipts now.
Back when house party, the after party after house burial party was lit. House party 1, man, y'all too young for that.
You gotta have receipts. They got receipts from 1960.
Man. And see, like I say, a lot of guys, like I know a lot of y'all say they gotta hide in the closet or hide for their woman or can't let their women know that they listening to this shit. I've been sitting here with my subordinate the entire time. She's been sitting here listening to my entire conversation. So it's like like I said, a lot of cats talk about what they do and they do this, do that. Man, like I said, I go for the people I feel it up off of. Like I said, C. Douglas, that's another motherfucker right there that I can feel the shit he's saying is genuine just because of the way he is. It's something about his energy and shit. I can feel it. So Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, like I said, I want to fuck with the people that I know is really doing this shit. Like I said, it's a lot of people out there that talk a good game, but in real life, yeah, they could be lame as fuck. Like they could talk that shit, and then a bitch could be fucking running their life and doing all kind of fucking shit you don't know. Like nah. So yeah, I like to go with the cats that I really know have that amount of joie de vivre when they speak and shit. I can sense it.
I appreciate it, man. It's nothing but an honor, man. I seen your page today, and I was like, okay, okay. This dude doing it for real. He not
Hey, man, boy, I put all the kings on to you to tell you too. You don't even know.
Yeah, Lawrence. That's my everyday life too, man. I take the pictures for Instagram because I like because you know what? Truthfully, man, that type of art is important for black men to see, bro. Because like they need to see and feel like that's what they deserve and get their value up and do all of that. Because that is what we deserve. And, when your value is up and whatnot. So I make the art so brothers can see it and so they can feel like, you know what, that's what the fuck I want. I want to be laid on head and foot and shit like that. But yeah, bro, that's an everyday, that's my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like putting the little pictures out and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's an everyday thing, man. Everyday thing.
And fuck you who put the thumbs down. You know what'd be weird, man? People be thumbs down and shit, and they be the same niggas doing that shit. It's like, why I keep coming back to watch shit? Because the reason why I know this is because I don't never get like, you know how people get hella thumbs down. Like I may get 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's it. What's to say? It's not 4 people randomly coming.
What's up?
Red Pill said you in, fam. You in.
For sure.
There you go.
Yeah, Red Pill is a man. Red Pill been fucking with me for a minute too. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram and shit like that. We've been, supporting each other back and forth. And then Smith 3, he supports me too, Smith Jr. So it's different people that supported me on Instagram, but I would like to restructure my channel, man, and just put some stuff in there that
guess what? What I'm tapping you into, we gonna help you do it. See, that's
okay, cool.
That's what it's a whole thing I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it because I got a lot of things that I would like to say and maybe some alternative points of view, considering the fact that, like I say, I don't lend my attention to anything like, well, I can't say anything. I mean, I got shit I like to do. I like to fish, camp, fucking, what else do I like to do? Shit. I really love what I do. You know what I mean? I love doing electrical work. That's like my first love. And then, like I say, with my appliances and shit, I like tinkering. So, I mean, shit, as far as when it comes down to the hanging out with the women thing and all that, man, I'm just on my purpose, man. That's the one thing that keeps me it almost makes me feel, and I want to say it like kind of like a god, because I'm doing things and creating things and fixing things and doing things.
What's the first thing? What's the first thing for a couple of your email?
One more time.
Email. Just say it real quick.
Oh, L Foster Raceway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at well, you can do it to Yahoo or Gmail. I got them too, but yeah, even L Foster Raceway. That's the name of my little electrical company. That's what I work under. But yeah, man, like I said, with my purpose, I it's like that feels so good to me that everything else just comes kind of along with it. I didn't really like say, okay, look, this is what this, that, X, Y, and Z. It just kind of comes with it. It's one of the perks of doing what the fuck it is you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, hey Alfie.
Yeah.
He definitely once he get into the program, your channel gonna be up and going.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's some things we do behind the scenes that we don't talk about.
Okay.
And so that's it's like the Wizard of Oz. You can't see what the Wiz is until you go behind the curtain. And certain things are not going to be, we can't even share on YouTube because it's the kind of curtain things that we do to help each other out go to the next level.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. In fact, me and Afi been talking, off the internet, shit like that. He been sending me stuff, and I send him a little something. This, little something between me and him on that Dougie shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, Lawrence D, man. In fact, you could get my number or whatever. We could exchange. You can call me anytime, man. In fact, you know, I don't know where you are exactly, but yeah, if you have any issues with everything that takes my expertise, you can feel free to call me at any time, man. I got you. That's either of y'all. That's, you know
Good.
what I mean?
That's we do it offline because we have a. Yeah, we do that offline.
For sure. For sure.
Once you get plugged into what we do behind the scenes, it's amazing.
I'm excited. Shit, I'm fucking, you know what I mean? I've been waiting for this opportunity a long time because I sit and I listen to you guys, and you know, I try to leave comments here and there, but you know, they really don't get seen like you want them to, but be able to express yourself is just totally different because I have a lot of things I'd like to talk about, and you know, I mean, shit, man, so yeah, I'm excited, Lawrence D, man. I'm excited about this.
And two here, let me explain because I have to say this publicly, and I have to say this publicly. I've been doing this for over 10 years, but I have to say this publicly. You're not going to find a group of men who support each other like we've been supporting each other.
In there,
There's
you
no
just gotta
jealousy.
just click the link, man, and you win.
Okay.
You in there? Okay. But you're not going to find a group of men who support each other, who got each other back, who look out for each other like we do.
Right.
It's a true brotherhood.
I could tell. Like I said, when you, especially with the mob, when y'all come on, it's like I said, I hear about the content creator be fighting and bickering and shit. I've never personally heard it, but I mean, this is not the place for that. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too is that whole bickering, like Afi was saying when he got off, he came back and it was smooth. Well, the thing is all that bickering and shit is kind of a female thing. Like I don't bicker. I don't go back and forth. Like if we can't solve it with a straight up conversation, if we not about to bicker and go back and forth, because I mean we ain't about to fight. So I mean, why the fuck I'm gonna sit there and go back and forth with your ass? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It looked like clinkscales.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's so saucy. Because look, this is the saucy shit. So we didn't been on this all this time. I done went and got tacos, ate everything. Then I'm gonna have the sauciest young nigga in the game, who is my little bro, in the show. I mean, come the fuck on, y'all.
For sure.
What up, y'all?
Sure.
What up, Manimal Planett, bro? I was
What's
listening
up,
to y'all
You
earlier, man.
you missed some fire game, nigga.
Man, I fell asleep. A nigga was
You gotta catch this one, bro. Niggas went in. And I gotta catch it too. I missed like 20 minutes when I went to go get some tacos.
Okay. What's good, Manimal? What's good? What's good, Pops? LDA. What's good, Pops?
What's going on? What's going on?
You know what, Steph? I might not be ready yet, but when I'm ready, I might want to fuck with that banana caramel that Afi was telling me about.
Look, I already you see what we just talked about? See, I already put them on to you, Steph. You didn't even know, nigga. I'm talking about you behind the scenes. You don't even know, nigga. I'm finding people for you, nigga.
I appreciate that, bro. Hey, Manimal, you like banana pudding, bro?
Oh shit, man. See.
Oh yeah, you gonna love that shit, then, my nigga.
Okay, for sure.
Now we going into set and duff mode because C-Bug want to get on here. I mean, not C-Bug, C-Doug, and I can't tell him no, man. Just when we about to get off. This what y'all.
Wow.
Hey, we all gotta chop it up behind the scenes too, man.
We do. Yeah, I plugged them in. Step to the shit.
We gotta talk it up behind the scenes, dog. Me, you, hey, Manimal, you can hop in too, but C-Doug, hey, you two, Pops, LBA, definitely gotta chop it up behind the scenes, bro. This shit getting out of hand, bro. Real talk, dog. This shit is really getting out of hand, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about it on live, you know what I'm saying, because it ain't nobody else's business. But yeah, dog, this shit is really getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying? But
we gonna handle
moving on. Yeah, man, we already know this underworld shit is wicked, is real. You know, you can't, you know, if you really been in the underworld, you know, you really have been, you know, exposed to females, not just black women, but women, true sexual dark nature. You know what I'm saying?
You can't see nothing, but you can see that though, huh?
Yeah, you can definitely see that. You can see your name. Wow. That's your real name, bro. But,
that's my name.
Oh wow.
But I mean, yeah, we can
with the lights off.
stick it to y'all right quick.
But a lot of dudes wanna experience these things. They want to experience sleeping with his wife, or they want to experience saying masturbating the bitch in the fucking car wash line. You know what I'm saying? They want to experience all these type of things, bro. But some dudes are never will experience these type of things. I was fortunate enough to experience it at a younger age. You know what I'm saying? I experienced some crazy shit. I seen some crazy shit. In church, I seen some crazy shit that I was traumatized about. Not like, oh my God, I'll never forget about it, but traumatized in the fact that, damn, these motherfuckers doing this shit in church. I thought we was Christians type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, it's a different world, man. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about this subject all night because this subject is one of my most viewed videos.
Right.
Real talk.
What's up with it?
Is he talking?
Yep.
I gotta turn on my phone because my shit fucking up.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, C. Douglas?
What's up?
Cooling, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Shit, man, we been going on in since like for like 3 hours and shit.
Yeah, man. I caught a little bit of it earlier, man. I was watching a boxing match though, bro. A damn good one too.
Huh.
How was your cruise?
Man, great, bro. I need another one ASAP.
Right?
Hey, man, I enjoyed the shit out of that, man.
Give me 2 highlights.
I'm gonna have to send you some video footage, bro.
Hey, my phone don't close. It's waiting for you.
Yeah, man. I had a good time, bro. Got a chance to actually meet a couple of people, man, that I might be connecting with here pretty soon, man. It was a big networking scene on that boat for real, bro. I enjoyed it though, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Lawrence, what's going on, wise man?
What's going on? My mic is not working. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, bro.
Okay. I'm doing good, man. Sitting back in the cut. I know I got to take care of some business offline, though. Somebody is thinking, and I'm going to have to slunk to be administered very soon.
Hey, man, for real, you got to keep your belt off with these busters, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you talk to them subliminally right there. See, I missed that.
Yeah. See, what happens is, I don't see this. C-Dub, you know this. When you bother something that belongs to you or your people in your fold, there's an issue.
Already.
And Manimal Planett said something. He can feel and know, and you said it, most of these dudes be fronting and pretending and have pictures from 1976 and nothing present.
76, goddamn. That's 2 years before me.
They call them receipts. I call it like a Bible with pencil and paper, man. Y'all writing down scriptures and shit, trying to show them.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I had a talk with a guy who he a YouTuber, but he a real cat, man, and he shares some of the same sentiments I do about some of these clowns, man. I'ma just ignore them, bro, cause like I say, I might stir up some shit from time to time, just to let them niggas know I hear all they bullshit and they lies, but man, I don't want to talk about them niggas. All them niggas that know they busters and know they some clowns and a bunch of liars, they know who they is. And like I said the last time, they be hearing this shit. Certain niggas in the chat, they get it back to them through messages and whatnot, man. If them niggas are who they claim they are, seem like to me, just with all the shit I done talked about alone and the covers I done pulled back off of them niggas, just me alone, Seem like to me they'll want to come out like the professor been saying, hey, let's go ahead and do a panel to panel. Let's really see who got some game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And not only do I got game, I got the plug on niggas' hair plugs and shit to put them to shame.
Hey, that too. You know what I'm saying? That too. And them boys don't want to show no receipts, man. You know, and let me say it the right way. They don't want to show they work. Huh?
Wow.
They don't want to show they work. I want to show my work. If they want to show work and do all of that dumb ass shit, you know, for me it ain't even no ego thing, man. But I want the people to decide. I wanna hop on the panel with the professor and Afi and BOA and Steph and Lawrence and spank all them niggas,
Let's make
man.
sure we don't say nobody words. Let's make sure we don't say nobody words. We don't want to get took down off YouTube.
Fuck them niggas.
Niggas
Right,
like
right. That's what I say. Fuck them niggas, man.
I don't give a man. I don't give a fuck about them. And I know this YouTube, and I know this is you know, you can come on here and say anything, but I mean what I'm saying. Fuck them niggas.
I heard niggas like to take niggas videos down. I'm trying to figure out what old night type of niggas do that type of shit.
Hoes. Hoes. Just like I said the last time, some bitch ass niggas that talk shit in a safe place.
Crazy. You know what's crazy about it? You know what's crazy? I'm older. Even at my age, I still show receipts, but I am not going to be intimidated or threatened or thrown off kilter because somebody else is coming up the ranks and sharing content. There's enough for everybody to eat.
It is, bro. And let me say this. I don't even want to eat. You know what I'm saying? I just want to come on here and show the real and expose all the fraudulent shit because I just care about my brothers, man. You know, period. That's it. I don't even want it like that, bro. I leave that to the guys who do that and do it well. But I don't like all the fake shit. That's why I'm on here. That and just chop game with my bro Afi. That's it.
And you know what? Something C Doug said too that was kind of crazy is that because I asked Afi before I even came on here, could I cuss? Because see, I know how they kind of like tenderfoots about that shit, and I want to know that I could say shit the way I want to say it. So I had to ask that anyway because I keep saying that. Like these motherfuckers that I don't even know who they are. I don't know their names, but I know the shit that they be saying. It just don't pan out to me because I'm a nigga that's doing it. So. When I listen
Doug,
to
you know, my man to be having them on leashes and all types of shit like that, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, my subordinate is sitting here with me right now in a collar. You know what I'm saying? And all of my conversation I have with anybody like my slaves or subordinates or anything. I'm not no motherfucker that's like they say niggas gotta hide in the closet to talk and all that shit. That's never been me. So that's why I even asked you in the beginning, Abby, can I say what I want to say? Because if I ruffle some fucking feathers or some motherfuckers get mad, like I said, hey, it is what it is, but I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. And, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the motherfuckers that create that content that sound fake and shit, I don't even know them niggas' names, man. I don't even know their names. I'll watch their shit, get a little bit out of it, and then go on to some other shit. Like, I don't even know them niggas' names, bro.
Hey,
I know their names, but just know their names. That's all.
Hey fellas, I got a consultation with a chick. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma holler at y'all. Afi, C Dub, LDA. Gotta holler at you niggas behind the scenes though, real talk.
Oh,
hey Steph, you already know. You know what we talked about the last time we spoke, week before last. Hey bro, I mean that. You know I ain't even far from you.
Oh yeah, we two and a half away.
Yeah, you know that, bro. Like, hey, and I mean that, bro. I got plenty niggas gonna bag me and what I'm saying. You dig? And ain't nobody gonna fuck with nothing that I fuck with.
Oh yeah,
you dig? No, I mean that, bro.
All right,
you got
bro.
my personal, dog.
All right, bro. Hey, y'all niggas take it easy who in the chat, man. Much love to y'all. But all right, y'all, peace, man.
All right.
Yeah, Steph.
Hey, Manimal Planett. I don't know you, bro. This the first time I've heard or saw you on here, man. But I already like the way you sound. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And that's funny you say that because I said the same thing to Afi about you. Because see, the thing is that you can tell when it come up off a nigga. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like you got to go too hard. The writing is on the wall. So when a nigga get to talking about some shit, you know whether or not that nigga is fucking certified. And it's like me personally, I don't even dig on having like niggas to say shit and to talk all that shit, man. Them niggas is just on here talking some goddamn shit. That shit ain't shit. And like I
Hey,
said, me
man.
personally, I didn't want to ruffle no feathers and get kicked off before I get started. But my thing is I'm not with that. My shit, everything you see on my shit is my lifestyle, bro. I do that
Right
shit every
on.
motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying?
Right
So it
on.
ain't like you're right. So it ain't like these motherfuckers that's well, you do this, do that. Like I told the whole panel. I'm on a level where I can't teach you how to get no motherfucking numbers. I mean, shit, that's so far back that I mean, what the fuck? Like that's where I gotta start exercising my patience though, man. And because like I said, AMS is getting that $800 an hour. Motherfucker, I'll teach you how to talk like a cat. I don't give a fuck. $800 an hour, nigga. I'll learn whatever it takes to do consultations and deal with the bullshit.
Well,
But right
see,
now, I ain't got that kind of money to be dealing with these fucking lays, bro. That shit ain't worth my time.
I can respect that as a hustle, but me myself, I would never suggest or advocate to, especially a young brother, an older man. Me and my age and older, we should already know better. But I would never advise or advocate to a young brother to be a sleazeball and lie to women.
Right,
That just ain't my style, man. You tell a
right,
bitch the truth. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You live your motherfucking truth. A woman gonna always have respect for you in the beginning, throughout, and even when the relationship dissolves. Because I personally believe that I'm everybody here will tell you, man. I am not a component of marriage at all, but I believe relationships are seasonal things with women, man. You know what I'm saying? And the
right,
women,
right,
the women that are in your life for whatever particular season that they there, they in your life to serve a purpose, man, and you supposed to maximize that and maximize the situation for her as well. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that being no goddamn liar.
And you know what, C Doug? Let me touch on that a little bit too. When I realized what the fucking dig was too, what the deal was. See, it like I would tell these younger brothers, if you get in a relationship with a woman, the first thing that you need to establish with her is the fact that you're gonna be living your whole life. If you dealing with this broad, that's not the only one you gonna want. And see, if she can deal with that, then you halfway might have a little something. But see, you need to fucking level with her because the thing is that if you plan on dealing with her, let her know. That way down the line, you're not going through the fuckery. And that all see the truth, like you said, that truth shit, that's the most powerful shit ever because a bitch can't say shit. A nigga can't say shit. You done laid it out quite flat to where they see what the fuck is going on and what you saying. So how can you say I didn't tell you, motherfucker? I told you from the giddy up. This is how it is, and this is how it's gonna go. And if there's some part of the
Absolutely.
program that you don't like, that's where the rubber meets the road. You need to get the fuck on. And see, that's why I say I like to lay it out like that. Like, look, you're not gonna be the only one. There's gonna be things that I'm gonna like to do. I may want 2 women at a time. I may want 3. And when she says, okay, I'm cool with that, at least you know, okay, because like I said, just like you said, I don't believe in having to fucking go around doing no shit like that. Because if you got to do that, that show you scared as shit. What the fuck you scared of?
Hey man, let me tell you something, bro. I did this, to the I'm gonna say the last 3 women that 2 of them are still a part of my life right now. But I tell a bitch like this. I used to not give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much bullshit out here, and it's so many niggas out here poisoning bitches' minds with all these lies and this sleazeball shit. So I done got to the point now where, as uncommitted to women as I am, as much as the women in and around my life have to kind of share my attention and my affections, right? I'm still a nigga that got the nerve to tell a bitch I need your loyalty.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And
100%.
most guys don't have the confidence to do that because that so-called game they be running, that shit ain't no game, and them niggas don't really believe in the things that they kick into that bitch anyway.
Right.
That's why it's not effective. Ain't none of that shit gonna be effective. Cause them niggas haven't bought into the shit they be kicking to a bitch themselves. So if you ain't
Right.
sold on it your goddamn self, how you gonna convince another motherfucker of anything?
Well, not just that. Well, like I said, you touched on that whole truth thing. See, if you're gonna be any kind of coach and tell niggas how to fucking deal with these bras and shit, that should be the first thing out the gate. Just fucking be yourself. Period. Don't
Yes,
try to
sir.
fucking don't put no 10 on it. Because the thing is that if you have to do that, that shit is gonna pan out. You gonna end up not being that nigga. You see what I'm saying? So your thing is to be that nigga. Just be that nigga. In fact, I suggest that around anybody that I meet, clients, anybody. I'm just myself. I'm just who I mean, and they love it. You know what I mean?
And
Because I go ahead.
And see, even for the guys that they just have little square relationships and they have them a little girlfriend and maybe one little side bitch or whatever. I'm saying even to the side women, the quote unquote second chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying just because she may not mean as much to you as your quote unquote main thing, I'm saying don't lie to that bitch neither. You know
Right.
what I'm
Oh, for
saying?
sure.
And also lay out your expectations of her. The bar shouldn't be lowered for the side bitch just because of her position. Nah.
Right.
So even for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh string bitches, you have a list of expectations and you have a criteria for them bitches to keep also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like I told you, see, Doug, it's an everyday thing for me because, for instance, like I said, my subordinate, she sit here with me. She has a list of tasks that she has to get done every day. And see, for me, that's what it's all about. It's about the functionality and stuff and shit like that. So, and she knows about pretty much my shit is on the table. She knows about, everything, as far as how I run my program, what's going to happen, this, that, and the third. So, yeah, it's like with that, it has to be a level of they all have to have like the laws of gravity cannot be exempt for just one person. You see what I'm saying? Like the laws of gravity apply to everybody. Just like I told her, just like I tell any of my other slaves and submissives, like if you do something, like if you break this rule, that's a wrap. Like that's cut. It ain't no like, well, I'm gonna hold you in my arms and snuggle on you and fucking try to explain it and talk about it. No, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Like it ain't no, oh well, she gets better privilege over her because she does this. No, I don't do that shit. Like they all get the
Yeah.
same privilege. They all get the same goddamn privilege. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Period.
I don't show any favoritism either, man. I think I said this the last time I was on here. When you put a bitch on a pedestal, all you gonna get is a golden shower in the end. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Woo!
gonna you ain't gonna ever get ain't nothing good gonna come out of that for the leader, which is the man. I don't care if you leading
Right.
one woman or you leading 10 women. If you put one or all 10 on the pedestal, all you gonna get in return is a golden shower, dog. You know what I'm saying? If a man wanna be successful with any one or any 10 women, you got to maintain a certain level of respect, man. And in order to do that, you got to evoke a certain fear. See, me, I bring enough value to any bitch life that I'm fucking with where she gonna be fearful of losing me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And once you keep that emotion, once you mentally keep a woman there, man, it's easy to manage. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
If you a meticulous nigga like I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm very particular about things. I'm very, you know what I'm saying? I need this a certain way. Blah 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 blah. And see, another thing that guys, don't understand is, man, you got to give women things to do. So a whole lot of my time, throughout the day, particularly when I get up in the morning, man, I'm kind of, assigning chores, mentally assigning chores in my mind as to I need this one to do this, I need such and such to do that, I need this one to make this call for me and run over here and take care of this. You know what I'm saying?
For
I
sure.
keep a bitch preoccupied mentally, man.
Right. For
You
sure. For
know.
sure. Like I was telling the gentleman earlier, the submissive that's sitting here with me now, every day she wakes up, she has 5 different things that she has to take care of throughout the day that are prerequisites. So That day she has to kneel, she has to make my bed, she has to feed and water the dog, she has to post my ad, and she has to know what I need her to do for the day. And that's every fucking day. There's no exceptions to that. There's not like, I don't even have to go through the extent of thinking of nothing for her to do. She know what the fuck she got to do once she get up, don't you?
Hey, right on.
Exactly. So she already know what the fuck she got to do once she get up in the morning. It's the same thing every time. And it's not always done with precision, but we have a way to take care of that. See what I'm saying? So yeah, no, dog. The task, yeah, that's bro. That's fucking man. That's real shit.
That's key. That's key, man. And again, see, when I come on here and talk this shit, like I said, I see my brother in the chat, man. I wish he hopped back on here, Professor MGTOW, man. That's my bro there. But like I said the last time, man, we really gods, man. You got to understand that in totality, bro. You got to understand that from the ground up. And when you really understand that, man, when you really understand where you derive from, and you speak with that conviction and that authority, man, that's what women respond to, man. Women
Right.
respect power, brother. You understand? And some of these niggas are afraid to walk in the power. Some of these guys don't even understand the power that they possess.
Right.
Like I said last time, man, I tell niggas all the time, stop listening to these clowns, because a lot of that shit they giving, they calling it game, that shit ain't nothing but poison, man.
Yep.
I tell niggas, don't listen to me. Don't take my advice, man. Look internally. That's
Right.
one thing I love about Professor MGTOW, man. That dude, that brother is the first person I believe I heard online say anything about internal validation. And that's something that me and certain ones of my partners, man, we've been talking about that shit for years. Like,
Right.
that's the key. You see, a woman responds to that because it takes power to do that.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Women respond to that because it takes a certain power, it takes a certain fortitude to do that. Like I tell niggas, man, I can, right now, I got on $20 sweatpants, a Jordan t-shirt, and my favorite Jordan 3 cements. You know what I'm saying? Or nigga could hop in a $3,000-$4,000 suit. It just depends on the occasion. But all these niggas that's hopping online that feel like you got to dress a certain way, or wear these female type clothing, this shit that leans too feminine. Niggas wearing all this old androgynous ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit, man. You don't need none of that shit to pull no bitches, man. Even the high class bitches, I got them too. Them niggas wouldn't even know what to do if certain people came on YouTube and really just spanked that shit they talking about. Them niggas wouldn't have nowhere to go, bruh.
Right.
They wouldn't have nowhere to go. And then, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been a couple of weeks. I've been on a fucking cruise ship the last 7 days, but I'm gonna tell you something. Before I even left, and Afi, I don't know if you there, but hey man, I'm gonna tell you something now. The reason I know that some of these niggas hearing the shit that we've been talking about for the last month and a half is because I already hear in certain people's messages, and they know who they are. I already hear niggas trying to subtly make little changes to their message. I don't know if y'all paying attention or not, but
Oh
man,
yeah. Oh yeah.
hey, listen, man, because last time we got into some shit. Like me and the professor was talking about some shit, man, where he brought up the Garden of Eden. We was talking about Adam and Eve, and I'm sitting there listening. I said, wait a minute, man, because I'm always brainstorming and I'm trying to find, different ways where I can incorporate some of the things that my brothers on here talk about with this game. And see, one thing that the professor said when he was telling the story, and he brought up a certain scripture, I say, well, goddamn, man, thinking about, I believe it was Mary Magdalene. Like, what is it about? What was it about Christ that made her follow this man to the end? You know what I'm saying? And me and him got into a deep conversation about that, bro. And the thing that we both came to the conclusion is as to why she followed Christ to the end, like literally followed him to his death, is because the man never ceased to live his truth.
That's it.
You dig what I'm saying? And that's power, bro. That's power. That's why I can't understand certain people, and it's no disrespect to brothers. Like I respect the hustle and everything, but man, I just think it's a huge mistake to try to convey to brothers that you got to lie and be a scum bucket in a sleaze ball or dress like a goddamn bitch to pull a woman. That's bullshit. I ain't had no problems pulling hoes since I was a fucking teenager, dog. You
Bro,
know what I'm
real.
saying? I ain't had no problems pulling hoes since I was a teenager, bro. And that was before all of this shit. Like I tell niggas, man, I respect all my brothers, especially on this panel. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with all these guys on this panel, but I'm not a MGTOW at all. I'm not a red pill or a blue pill at all. And like I said to everybody, before there was a red or blue pill, there was still niggas outside that knew this game.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And still winning in this motherfucking game.
Right.
Hey,
Period.
I think we should just end the show on that one, man, right there. That's it, man. That's it. So just y'all close out. Y'all anything y'all want to say? Y'all just say y'all little outros, and I'm gonna play the song and we out, man.
Man, I ain't got nothing, man. Just blessings to the brothers, man. And you know, I'm a fuck with y'all another time, bro.
For
So,
sure.
out to you always. See, Doug, send me some pictures, man. Send me that shit.
For sure. I'm gonna hit you up in a second.
All right.
All right.
Hey, I just want to say, Alfie, thanks for having me on, man. And anytime that y'all want to have me on, I'm available. I'm willing to do it. I'm ready to go to the next step. And
Look,
everybody that's on the panel,
you ain't got a
man,
chance to exchange this shit 2019, man. I know it feel good, don't it? Because it feel
oh,
good for me
man.
when I do it. And I'm used to it. I'm used
So
to it.
yeah.
It still feel good.
So yeah, you brothers stay safe out there. And another thing too, I know I didn't have a chance to touch on, but I know C Doug is out there in like Texas. He was talking about the nightlife and shit. I was wondering because you know I do the nightlife. You know what I'm saying? I'm into a different part of the nightlife, but you know when I get a chance, I'm gonna chop it up with you about just you know what you know about it out there. You know what I'm saying? Or if it goes on like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. If I tell you what you can do, you could get my math from Afi, bro.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
For sure. Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow Manimal Planett on Instagram too. You see how to spell it. If y'all know how to spell it, then y'all have been listening to the wrong.
It's Manimal_Planett. And like I said, all that stuff, that's all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't use other people's material and shit like that. That's all me. So yeah, and what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start when I get off of this phone with y'all, I'm gonna start working on like some topics and shit to really like, you know,
Tap
to
into
really press the brothers and shit.
chat, man. You throw your ideas around, man. We'll take care of you. That's what we do.
Sure. For sure.
Okay, real quick, it says Scream. Shout out to Scream for the super chat. He said, do you think that it's not supposed to be this many non-select men, or is the portion correct? Yeah, the portion is correct. Everybody not meant to be kings, fam. I mean, how else is the world gonna work if we're all masters?
Everybody ain't built to be a king.
True.
You know?
See, the weak are here to justify the strong.
Shoot, these niggas are scared to go through their own personal rites of passage. How you gonna be a king?
Man, say that shit. Say that.
Most of these niggas, and I'm talking about these fake ass YouTubers, these niggas ain't never been through nothing, man. These niggas ain't got no busted knuckles or no scars. You
Hell no.
understand? They ain't got none of that shit. Them niggas just on here talking some scripted ass shit. I'm off the dome. Like, we done set up here, me, Professor, and Afi, man. We done set up here and talked for 7.5 hours one time, just off the cuff, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it's some of the most potent shit on fucking YouTube.
No doubt.
Real talk. And I challenge any of them niggas on the other side of the quote unquote manosphere, you know, to come on out of hiding since they so confident in their information. Man, I want to, you know, put it to the test, man. The fire can't do nothing but purify it or consume it. And I
For
think
real.
them niggas don't want to come out because they know this fire gonna consume their ass.
Yep.
Straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I told niggas the last time, man. I'm this motherfucking game for real. Them niggas ain't doing nothing but talking and entertaining over there. And if they, if they pull that whole shit again with BOA, me and BOA gonna spank them niggas. If any one of them niggas fuck with my little dog Steph, and he right here in Austin, about 2 hours away from me, them niggas gonna really have a problem on some street shit. They don't want to do that at all. Cause I got too many niggas that love me and ain't gonna see nothing happen to me, partner. Them niggas don't want to do that, man. All they want to do is be cute on YouTube. That's it.
No, but see, you gotta understand. Yeah, they video loggers and shit. They like video loggers. They not like even right now, like I was telling Afi, I'm on the east side. I've been over here in the hood every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't know nothing about the street or even, it's weird because like you said, it's like niggas like they don't know nothing about, having to go through those scuffles, nothing. I think what they do is they watch somebody else's shit and then they try to form some type of fucking opinion or some shit like that. But I can tell niggas that's from the street.
That's all they do, bro. Let me tell you what else, dog. Like, I ain't gonna say that, man. We'll get into that shit another time, man, because I could run my mouth, man. I'm gonna let Afi, shut his shit down, man. But yeah, bro,
sure. We'll rap.
Yeah, you get my personal from Afi, bro.
For
you know what I'm saying?
We all personal contacted around this bitch. Shout out to Moto Power.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean that though. If any of them niggas tune in and listening to this, if they set up there and play with my little partner, man, Steph, then they gonna have hell to pay. Real talk.
Ooh.
They better leave him alone. Real talk. They better leave him alone. And I mean that just like I said it. And this ain't nobody else on the panel talking. This just C-Dub talking. This ain't everybody talking. This just C-Dub talking. And I dare one of you niggas to come out of hiding. I don't care who you are. Because you ain't got more muscle than me.
I don't like that shit. Niggas is some old...
They hoes. Afi, they hoes. You ain't got to say it. I already know how you feel about it, bro. I'm going to say it for you. They hoes. They hoes. Can't none of them niggas deal with me out here. See, Doug ain't shit on YouTube. I done said that before. I ain't shit. I ain't nothing on YouTube. Them niggas do not want to come out here with that bullshit. And if they keep playing on YouTube, they gon' get paid a home visit. Niggas gonna come to their city and really see what's popping.
Hey, you gotta. We call it calling catering, man. You gotta get swift with it. We gonna call.
Yeah. We gonna do the home delivery shit, right? And make niggas publicly apologize. Straight up, if they keep on with the disrespect, I'ma make niggas publicly apologize. I don't give a fuck who they are, bitch ass niggas. All you niggas sit down and pee. All of them, man. Niggas hoes. Ain't no manosphere. Straight up. Niggas is hoes. Straight out. I ain't playing with none of them. Cause if I swear, boy, niggas sat up there and play like they played with BOA, man. BOA got a hell of a lot more patience than I do. I go see one of them bitch ass niggas. They think that shit cute, man. You playing with grown men out here. Straight up. And if one of them, we gonna come see him. Straight up.
There it is, man. Y'all heard it. And somebody asked, what's C. Douglas channel? That's my Patreon. That's his channel, nigga. Because if you want to, man, that's where you gotta go, fam.
Yeah, man. Y'all want some good game, man? Y'all fuck with Afi, man. Y'all fuck with this brother Manimal Planett, man. Y'all fuck with Professor MGTOW. Y'all fuck with the OG Lawrence, man. You know what I'm saying? These brothers solid, man. These brothers got some good game. For the youngsters, shit, y'all hit Steph up, man. Steph right there in the trenches with y'all. That brother 21 years old and grinding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leave all that fake ass shit alone, man. Them niggas be reading off of chalkboards and be sitting there taking 3 and 4 hours coming up with with all this all these elaborate stories and shit, and they shit still don't sound as good as ours when we come on here and just chop it off the cuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They can't do that shit, man.
Nope.
They can't do it. It's artificial. That shit. Them niggas ain't doing nothing but feeding y'all niggas GMOs over there, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing natural over there.
Hey man, well, it was a pleasure having all of y'all. Shout out to Manimal Planett. You'll be on again. You're already in the mix. Shout out to Professor MGTOW. Man, y'all subscribe to him. Shout out to Lawrence D. Adams. Y'all subscribe to his Instagram and his YouTube. It's the same name. And go on iTunes and get his new single. And then if y'all want to hear from C. Douglas, you got to fuck with me. You get on the Patreon, niggas. You just click the link. That's all you got to do. Spend that $10 because you already got $10 worth of game. Or if not $1 million, if you know what I'm saying. You
Real
feel me?
shit.
Check out the website, Kingdom Consulting Firm. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation, if you want to DM me, you can follow me on Dominance Mindset Raw Game. Email me, Mr. King Fee, one-on-one. And if you want to donate in private because you don't want to be put on blast, well, then I have the option for you, and that is paypal.me/King Fee. And your donation will be appreciated. There you go, man. So we out, y'all, man. Y'all have a good Friday night, and we will see y'all again. We will see y'all again tomorrow for Super Friends. And I just rhyme right there on y'all niggas. We out.
You know what I'm saying? Right on.
All right, later,
Fuck with my
y'all.
little dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you play the music.
That's the devil right there. That's that nigga. He didn't like what we said.
Right?
He didn't like it. You can't put a stop to it. It's still gonna go. Hey, old ass hater niggas, man. He believes it to be reality, but this is ego. Peace out, players.
Kid, somebody's fucking going away.